Hello, everybody. How the fuck are you doing?
So we're going with a gay intro, okay?
No, we're not going with a gay intro.
We just need to remake the social media networks in our image. We'll have like Snap shit.
Snap shit.
We'll have like face ass.
Face ass. Oh, I'll download that app. That sounds good.
Nice. Click on the anus if you want to be friends.
We'll have twatter.
Twatter? Oh, God. Dude, seriously, that would be a real bad... I have a twatter issue. Welcome to Clintogram.
That's fucked up.
Come on, Rick, you need to come up with one.
You don't have to be lonely at homosonly.com.
Nice. Oh, you don't have to be lonely at homosonly.com. That's fucked up, dude. How do you think he got here? I'm your daddy.
Because I sure look it, don't I?
Well, we can...
He's too white to be your son. You're both big dicks, so I don't care.
Oh, man. Why are you looking, bro?
Thank you. He's getting too hot over there.
I guess. Oh, now he's flexing. Show us the chest. Take it off.
Trying to get you all turned on over there.
It's already hard, I can tell.
Ricky saw it getting
gross
cut.
On 2 accounts.
I'm being attacked here. And you're not standing up for me, damn it.
You know you like it.
Look here, Francine. I'm sorry, but your son is gay.
Just a little. What? What?
Rick trying to put that big black thing in your face. It's in his face.
I'm sorry, I'm not aroused.
It's not the top of the mic that you had to talk to.
Whoa. You got to work the sides? You tell him, Rick.
I'll work the sides.
Whoa. Rick is like, what the fuck?
If you breathe through your nose, you lose the gag reflex. Just saying.
Kyle, get in here. This is too much for me.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Critical Thinking Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle, along with my co-host,
Rick the Rizzo, and our other co-host,
Shawn.
And the other Mexican in the room, Miguel G.
and this is a critical look at all things gaming, movies, collectibles, and so much more.
So, everybody, we're here
What kind of intro?
with my brother Patrick.
What's up?
Are you trying to be Kyle?
Yes, I'm trying to be Kyle. Actually, I'm kind of trying to be you, being Kyle, being you, but you're throwing off my vibe.
Wait,
here,
who do I get to be if he's Kyle? Do I get to be Shawn?
You're me. You're sitting in my chair.
Who's Miguel then? Is Miguel Rick?
Miguel is Kyle being Miguel.
I'm the only one that's in my normal spot, so I'm Rick.
No, Rick has to be Pickle Rick this time.
Pickle Rick! Gotta get that parkour. My man.
So if you guys haven't figured it out yet, this show is really fucked up already. Woo!
That's Captain Morgan's fault.
No, it's my fault. You shouldn't have brought me in here.
Can we really blame the captain? I mean, is it really his fault?
Dude, as far as I'm concerned, the captain is welcome here anytime he wants to come. You fucks are a totally different story.
All right.
We'll just set the bottle here in this chair.
There we go. Whoa, happy duty.
Well, as you can tell, we have a different voice with us. It's not Kyle. It's
Patrick.
Oh, why did I call him Morgan? Because he looks like a Morgan.
I'm not Morgan.
Maybe it's the captain.
No, this guy looks a little bit more badass than that guy over there. No, you mispronounced. Rick, okay, hang on. Everybody, let me tell you what's going on here tonight. Tonight, Kyle is an old man, so he didn't take his Geritol, so he went to bed. He's not having sex. He went to bed. And across from me sits the beautiful, but one only, Rick the Dick. Over here, we have ugly Shawn. And diagonally from me, we have beautiful Shawn. How you doing, Shawn? Beautiful?
I'm good. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful as always.
Shawn, too.
Also, I request that you don't call me Shawn too. I'm Patrick. Hey everybody. It's good to be here.
Say,
good
man,
to be with her.
you sure this causing me problems.
I
Stop
love this
moving.
show. I'm a big fan. I actually subscribe to your podcast, believe it or not. So
You believe this?
He has problems. But you got to tell him to quit flexing because his Jesus shirt is starting to creep me out. Every time he's flexing, Jesus is looking even more at me.
I can talk for you.
I feel like I'm being judged. And the Lord said,
Jesus is frowning at you.
dude, seriously, look at it. He looks like he is.
This is the face he makes while you're fucking up your life. He's just like,
So he's got
Really?
that look 24/7
like-
is what you're telling me.
yes.
He done
He's
fucked
like,
up,
Miguel,
son.
you did it again? Oh, all right.
Hey, it's a good thing I'm Catholic, so he'll forgive me. There you go.
Okay.
I'll go see my priest.
All right, here's here's the show. Miguel, how was your week?
Well, it was good.
You had a lot of sex, right?
No, actually, my week was actually pretty interesting, and we'll keep it a little serious now since Rick wants to yell at us and give us that nun look. I had a interesting weekend. The boys played the playoff game, pulled out another ass-whooping victory, so we continue on. We're now in the state semifinals this Friday, so woohoo to me. Like I'm really doing anything. All I do is run the camera.
Hey, it's all your hardcore coaching and discipline and fathering there to work.
And y'all can catch his podcast his Periscope before the game.
Yeah, I Periscope before the game. I try Periscope during the game, and then like halftime, and I try Periscope one time at the end. But you Periscope after you win, you seem like an asshole. If you Periscope during the game, Periscaping. If you Periscope during the middle of the game, you look like you're being a cocky motherfucker. And if you're getting your ass whooped, you look like a dumbass. So you got to do it before the game when it's still 0-0, brother. Let me tell you something, brother.
I need to write this down. This is some wisdom right here.
Fuck you, and fuck you.
The social media mogul over here.
So that was my weekend, and then I slept like 16 hours on Saturday, because I was like also on call, so I worked my ass off. I really did. You see, I got no ass left. So how was your
So
week?
that's how you lose weight.
That's how you do it, sir. You eat what the fuck you want, just work your ass off.
Well, my weekend, got my brother back for a little while, visiting from Dallas.
Hey.
Yeah, I didn't think they let the crooks out the pen on the weekend.
He escaped.
Cell block 22.
So anyway,
Cool.
so we just watched some old action movies that we haven't seen on Netflix, some of the foreign flicks and stuff. That was really fun. Other than that, I've just been working on the same old, getting my books written up, and I see that look on your face. You're getting ready to say something.
You still writing a little book?
I'm still writing the book that's all about your wonderful gay porno between the three of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You still working on that book?
Man.
You gonna get that
I'm
novel
going to buy that
sometime
book.
this week?
Can I get a signed copy?
Nice.
It's gonna be signed with his dick.
Oh, yes, put that in there.
You want it signed in semen, blood, or your...
All three.
Or
for the
ink.
rest.
There's a special page back there where it has our underwear, so you get everything you want.
As long as is this a scented cover-to-cover book?
Oh, scratch and sniff.
It's the number one seller in Abu Dhabi.
Moving on. How was your week, Patrick?
Oh man, my week has been Gucci. I came up from Dallas, and
You just say
it was a
Gucci?
long drive.
This
Yep,
this-
yeah, motherfucker. I can say Gucci if I want to. Anyway, it's been pretty awesome. Got stone drunk on the weekend.
Are you legal?
No, I'm definitely not legal, and I'm okay with that.
Which state?
He's not legal anywhere.
You better watch it, Holmes. Trump's going to send you back to Mexico, SA.
Hey, send me back. I'm fine with that. There's some fine bitches in Mexico. Anyway, but yeah, I'm glad to be back in Houston. I missed you, H-Town. I love it here. Most of the time, I hate the traffic, and I'm probably flipping everybody off and cutting everyone off. I'm that guy in traffic. So, hey, how's it going, everybody? You probably saw me in traffic today.
So how you doing, Shawn? So, a question for you, and I don't mean to interrupt. Why are you in Dallas? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, it's a kind of story, but I actually went up there originally for a camp get-together. I was part of a leadership camp, and we were all like, hey, we need to have a get-together. And so I was like, all right, where are we meeting? They're like, oh, we're meeting in Dallas. I was like, okay. So I drove all the way up there right before Harvey hit. And sure enough, yeah, literally the night that Harvey hit, I was driving, running, trying to outrun the storm, giant cloud behind me, just following my car. I'm flooring it. I drive a big loud V8, so I was flooring it all the way there.
So think James and the Giant Peach,
Yes.
basically.
Nice.
Yes, like James and the Giant Peach. I'm James, and this is my Giant Peach. And okay, so so I drove up there, and I stayed there at their house for the weekend, for the party, and we had to get together, we had to meet, and then I was stranded because Harvey had ruined all the highways. And I was stuck there, and they were like, you know what? We love you so much. You can stay here as long as you want. You're amazing, and you're not a pain in the butt, so we'll keep you around. And they were looking at all their other kids like, you guys are horrible. This guy's amazing. Maybe he'll teach you something.
So the
And
people you're hanging with, what race
You do know
were
they might actually listen to this podcast.
I hope they do. Hey,
If you're hanging out with a Mexican family, they're all going to cut your ass when you get back to Dallas.
Nope, they're very white.
Oh, okay, you're good. It's going to be some sling blade action going up in there.
They're whiter than both of you. I'm telling you right now, they're really white. You act white,
Which
okay?
side?
You act so white. Y'all act white.
Whoa!
I'm just gonna put
Just
that out
called
there.
you out.
I know.
There goes your street cred,
Oh,
Holmes.
come on, man. Just because my name is Michael.
Oh my, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. But yeah, so I got stuck there throughout the flood, and then everybody that was retreating from the flood came up to Dallas.
Okay.
There was a fuel shortage for about 3 days. You couldn't get gas anywhere at any
damn.
of the stations. So there was cars stranded on the road in different places. You know, there was no fuel at any of the stations. And so I was stuck there again for a couple days. And I drive a 93 Camaro. I run premium in that bad boy.
Gas guzzler. Gotcha.
So I was stuck, completely stuck. And I'm like, oh man, are they going to throw me out? Are they going to throw me out? And they're like, you know what? We love you so much. You can stay indefinitely. And I was like, they're kidnapping me. This is what's happening.
You're going to get raped.
No, it would have happened that week, I'm sure.
Nice. Interesting.
It's a good thing I established my dominance.
Yeah, nice. You went into the parking garage and went,
Over
Says
what,
the
the dogs
king.
you're sleeping with?
Hey, not funny. Leave Rasco out of this.
so it amazes me how you two kind of look alike, you know, a little bit. You can see the
little
resemblance,
bit.
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's much cooler because he's got the goatee going and you got the female hair.
What?
Still jealous of my locks over here,
I
balding
wish I could
motherfucker.
grow hair like that. Damn.
Dude, don't you know short is the way to go, bro?
Is that what you told her?
Nice.
Oh God!
Damn. He's definitely Shawn's brother. I can snap on this one and he comes back at me. Like, what the? They're tag teaming me up here. I didn't ask for that, actually. We paid 2 times for that.
Beat me
You said you like it white. This is a threesome, right?
It's all white. You know what? So, Rick, tell us about your weekend. Tell us about all that great sex you had.
I wish.
Damn,
In all
really,
honesty, I wish.
you really hurting your street cred, bro. I done built you up as the pimp of Houston, and your ass ain't doing nothing.
I like to tell the truth. I'm sorry.
Abraham Lincoln over here is going to be the next president.
So tell us exactly what did happen then.
No, nothing.
It was a dark and stormy night. Lola had jumped on the bed, and I was trying to.
God damn.
By the way, that's his dog.
I just figured that out.
That was an attack at him and you.
It's like, whoa, who jumped on the bed? She a freaky chick? What's going on?
You leave Lola out of this.
Lola's a beautiful white dog. She's
Hey,
amazing.
I've been sleeping with dogs, so.
Whoa!
We already talked
There's
about
no reason to call you women that.
Well, like I said, I got to play Battlefront 2. Pretty good campaign. I beat that one already. I don't know. We all got the snow this over here? We never get that in Houston, and we got that.
I always get the
Not that
snow.
snow.
Yeah, I got the snow on the day I decided to do a fruit cleanse. So my blood sugar is low, and I'm like, it's fucking cold in Houston. And I see the snow, and I'm just like, fuck you, snow, fuck you, because I was cold. So I had to go get my sister. You know, she needed to get picked up from the store, brought back home. So I'm like, all right, I'm fucking get her. I bring her back, and she's like, oh, snow. And I'm like, fuck the snow, fuck this snow, fuck this
sister?
cold.
Which sister?
The one on the bike. She had her bike laid up for 2 weeks because they had to replace the gear shifter.
Oh, okay.
Well, it took like 2 fucking weeks for them to get to it. So I had to like drive her back and forth and whatnot. So that day I have to get out, and I was in my bed. I was fucking under the comforter trying not to die of the cold. And she's like, oh, could you come get me? And I was the only one available. So I was like, all right, I'm going to come get you. And she's all excited, like, oh, look, it's the snow. I'm like, fuck snow. Fuck cold.
Why didn't you call Mike? He would have went.
Nice. I was going to say that. But I'm also going to say, so let it be known that she rides hard.
She would have stole your car and left you.
Oh,
Dude, I have machismo just oozing out of my nips.
You're just telling me that this happened before is what you're telling me.
I think that's a condition, sir.
That's cool. No, that's very nice of you. I mean, here Shawn is a real humanitarian. During Hurricane Harvey, while you were sitting on your ass drinking, he was out there.
Right.
He was out there saving lives, my friend. Did you hear what the shit he was doing?
I was comforting the women as they came back from Houston, you know, providing them with that comfort that was needed.
Thank you, Paris.
Come back to Dallas anytime.
And that's why the war started in Troy.
Okay, CNN.
This is CNN. That's pretty interesting. So,
Other than that, not much happened. It was just a normal weekend. Just
everybody stop listening to you about your weekend.
I thought you said you like telling the truth. Let's hear about it.
Yeah,
like I said, I didn't do much. All I did was
I didn't do
play.
anything.
We want to know about the cocaine, the heroin. And the drug bust.
Just leave the lotion.
You know, I
bottle
like
out
to
of
keep
this.
my job, so
No, that's right. All right, let's go ahead and put that out there. Rick is a model citizen. He does nothing wrong.
I don't know. I doubt that.
He is a straight up, he could be a priest. Forgive all of our sins right now. If the rapture was to happen, he would be taken and we would go to hell.
No.
No? Okay, all right. He's a fucking devil himself. Hey, his aunt listens to this podcast. Keep this shit clean. Okay?
I don't,
Does she?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't believe anybody's clean. I believe if the rapture did happen, everybody's going to stay down here.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
Rick's aunt. How's it going, Rick's aunt?
Hey, man. I say my prayers.
That doesn't mean you'll save.
I eat my vitamins. I do my training.
What training?
Clearly, I work out. Unlike you, mister, I'm going to cleanse. Here, let me just take some colon blow. I'm going to cleanse my ass.
God damn.
Hey, that colon blow is my method of cleansing.
Dude, I about had a colon blow today. I ran for the bathroom. I barely made it. My boss was wondering why I took off and I was so rude. I said, either that or you going to have to clean up on aisle 4. I'm just saying.
I've been afraid to try that.
I don't want to try that. That seems like it would make your ass bleed.
Man, save that for the last day of work when you're about to walk out. Here's my retirement present for all of you.
It's on the walls. Oh my God. How the fuck did it get on the urinal?
Pray you're not stuck in the elevator.
Oh, God. Ooh. Oh. Is that a 6 or a 9? I can't tell. It's covered up. No. Yeah, you're right. I don't think I want to try the colon blow. That shit looks like it just fuck you up. It just seems like it's not healthy. I mean, I know you're doing the fruit cleanse and the anal cleanse and whatever the fuck you're doing, but it doesn't seem like it's healthy. Is it really healthy for your body?
I don't know about the colon blow thing. I mean, to me, like, no, the fruit cleanse is a natural thing because if you go back to like the history of man, so to speak, we had different times of your life that you get to eat different food groups. So it wasn't meat all the time. It wasn't vegetables all the time. It wasn't fruit all the time. So sometimes you would get fruit and you wouldn't get anything else. So basically that was a fruit cleanse and it happened naturally.
Back in the million BC, we had saber-tooth, mammoth, T-Rex.
Yeah, the 3 basic food groups, right?
And if you didn't cook it right, they were going to eat your ass.
Mammoth was a bit chewy.
You get that at the Chinese restaurants right down the street. I'm just saying. Goes
They
well
just
with
gave you the
horse.
wrong part, that's all.
Oh,
They do eat horse in some other countries. You know that, right?
What?
that shit ain't right, bro. You tell me what
They
country.
feed it to dogs here.
What?
You know, horse
Yeah,
is
horse
actually
meat's
really
in some of
lean.
the dog food.
Horse-
Dude, okay, you're going to start me. We're not even getting into the trailers yet, but you about to start me. You about to upset me.
I'm already
We're about to have a
upset.
PETA moment?
I
What's
thought
going on?
horses just turned into glue. I didn't know you're feeding them to your dog.
Horse meat is actually really lean meat.
Who the fuck wants to eat Ed, Mr. Ed? What the fuck is wrong with you?
There's some people that do.
I don't go walking around on a horse tip. That's some good horse ass.
You never.
Nom, nom, nom.
you do.
Oh, but you look at a pig, you're like, I like
till
that
it's
pig
dead. Come
ass.
Dude, pig is delicious.
You never looked at Black Beauty licking your lips.
Not for the same reason,
Look,
I'm
let
sure.
me tell you something.
It's the wrong
She
Black
works-
Beauty.
Let me tell you something. Black Beauty works hard for her money on that stage, and she's worth every dollar.
All right, gentlemen, let's just move on.
Woo! Hey, let me tell you about Black Beauty. Ish is a fine damn dude. How you like me? You gotta leave it in now.
He'll love that.
All right, Miguel, go ahead and get us our box office numbers.
Box office numbers brought to you by Uncanny Comics. Uncanny Comics located on Avenue I, Rosenberg, Texas, where you can not only buy your comics, but you get your BDSM supply too. He hooks you up in
We
the
don't
back.
have that.
Hook you up in the back room with the dark light. Remember, knock on the door, and you'll go right in. He's gonna hate us, but no, there's none of that shit is there. Uncanny Comics, a great comic book store. It is family oriented,
family friendly.
Yes, big time. He's got dogs. He's got children.
Unlike this podcast. Right?
Exactly. Everything there is great.
Period.
Uncanny Comics. He's a great guy. Please go by, stop by, start a subscription, gives you good percentages and everything. He's a wonderful dude. We have tournaments there. We have Madden games and everything else going on there. So these box office numbers brought to you by Uncanny Comics. One hell of a place. Number 1, the Mexican biopic, the true story of Miguel Garza, Coco.
Copo.
Coco. Coco made $18 million this weekend. Yeah. Total gross of $135 million on its third week. Still number 1. This is now what? The third week in a row, right?
Yep.
That's crazy. Mexicans ruling the box office. That's right. Y'all heard it here first. Number 2, El Justice League. I'm just going to add a Mexican flavor to everything now.
Yes.
$9 million. Wow, that's a pretty good drop. from the number one. $9 million this week for a total gross of $212 million for its fourth week.
In America, mind you.
Yeah, this is all American money. Yeah, we ain't talking about the yen or whatever the hell we're talking about. The
Yen or
colon.
the yen.
Yeah.
But they're still up there.
Yes. El viejo mugroso cochino. Wait a minute. El Wonder. Wonder. That's the kid with the messed up face, right?
Yeah.
Okay, story about Patrick. Wonder. $8 million.
Hey, you just told everyone I was beautiful, and now you're taking it back?
You're beautiful inside, bro. Inside. 100 total. Shit, that's bad. I can't say that.
Yeah, we're going to have to take
The movie
haven't been in there yet.
The movie Wonder, with Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson about the young man with the poor messed up face, which is actually a very good movie. What I've heard so far, made $8 million this week, $100 million so far in week 4. It's actually a very good family flick, is what I heard. It'll really tug at your heartstrings here and there because basically the kid is deformed and people make fun of him, but he makes friends along the way. It's kind of like I said, it's a family chick flick movie, but it's pretty decent. The acting's supposed to be. I actually heard Owen Wilson was halfway decent in it. Go figure.
Yeah.
the one movie.
Yeah, shut up.
Now look, this was a big jump from where it was last week.
Well, who was? What was big jump?
Your next movie.
Okay. The Disaster Artist. I don't know who the hell was in it.
That's the one with James Franco about the disaster.
Oh, is that
movie.
that messed up movie that
That's a
sucks?
fucked up movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it made $6 million on a budget, a total grosses. Wait a minute. It made $6 million and had a $7 million total gross? We don't even know the budget for this movie.
So they didn't make much at all week 1, but week 2 they made a little more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they made like $1 million week 1 and made $6 the next week.
They must have got some buzz. Some
'Cause
people
look,
must have been like, hey, it's actually
week,
funny.
Last week it was 12.
Now it's number, yeah, because everything else sucks.
Wow.
So it moved into the fourth.
But still, it's over Thor.
Oh, remember what I said last week about Thor? It needed another $6-point-something million to take it. I don't know if it did or not, but this week at number 5, Thor Ragnarok, $6 million for now a $301 million gross on a $180 million budget. Again, only in American money. Can you pay for that cock?
Well, how's Thor
Weeks-
Ragnarok?
That's
Thor Ragnarok was amazing. That other movie was the one Shawn started. I don't know. Thor Ragnarok.
that
you
you
know.
went in to see 5 times.
Oh, God.
In a
3D,
row.
baby. 3D.
You were the supporting role, and that means some really fucked up stuff.
What are you talking about, Rick? You were the key grip.
You would see it in 4D where you felt it on.
Oh, no.
That's why.
Patrick, it's on my face. It's on my face.
That's why it's a Ragnarok, because it's Thor.
Nice. Hey, anybody want to give any special things here? Any shout outs other than me being home again at number 2, Daddy home at number 6?
Well, the only new ones that I see on here.
Well, I could see until you started scrolling, then you gave me a seizure.
It's just getting started, which I have no idea which that one is.
Well, Murder in the Orient hasn't done that bad. You know, it's at number 7, and it's made a total of $92 million so far on $55 million budget. So despite the challenges of dealing with Justice League and Thor being sandwiched in there, they've still done a pulled a really good profit. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And what's the other one that was a weak one? That Tanya, I have no idea what that one is either.
I don't know. You didn't show us those movies. You must have thought they sucked and realized we don't need to see them. Hence, you were right, Rick. Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, you saved us.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of shit movies in the last couple of months, but you saved us this week. Thank you.
Jesus.
Take a bow.
264,000. Like, you could get one little town to go see it, and they make more money than that.
Dude, that was outside.
I could take my family, and they make more money than that.
Wow. Your mom and pop's getting busy, eh? I got you. Or inflation that high, huh? Yeah. The film Just Getting Started, brought to you by Shawn's Family. Well, those are your box office numbers brought to you by Uncanny Comics. Again, remember, Uncanny Comics located in Rosenberg Avenue I, where Joseph Cano runs the shop and is fairly clean. And again, it's family oriented. Please ignore all
Again, unlike this podcast.
Nice. Please ignore all the jokes I make about BDM Supply. But if you do want your BDM Supply, please go to BDMSupply.com, where they are now almost official sponsor of of us, Critical Thinking Podcast. Yes, BDSM Supply, because even you can have a beat up the ass. Your turn, Rick.
Whoa. All right.
They really like the shout outs they give them, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks I'm the freak on this show. I'm the Catholic guy. I'm the religious one in this group.
Who lied?
I got Jesus tattooed on my arm. Where you got him?
On my chest, on my shirt.
Look at that. Jesus, baby. The Irish Jesus.
That could be anybody.
I have no tattoos.
That could be
The
the
body
police
was not tattooed.
Your body's your temple? Yeah, we know how you like to touch your temple. But anyway.
He's violating the temple.
Is this something? My body is wonderland.
It's like, no, didn't it say in the Bible you can't tattoo the body?
What book was that in?
In one of them, there's a lot of books about
He said, "Mark yourself for the dead." He never said you can't get a tattoo. just gonna put that out there. That's false contact.
Look at him. Look at him. The preacher's boy answering.
Goddamn right.
That's right. Look at it. You goddamn right. All right, Heisenberg. Thank you.
All right, let's move on to where we go next.
Trailers.
Had to give you a loud pig since we got the pig in the house. For all you pig haters. What Akbar?
Oh, God.
That's still not kosher, but
Fine. Be one with the samurai.
that's offensive culturally. But
That's cultural appropriation, sir.
Damn it. Okay. Praise be to Allah.
what you just did? You just did the
You just did the
Catholic.
Catholic cross.
I didn't do the whole cross. I went it up.
Oh my
I went
God.
back to the moon and to the sun. I touched the moon. And shut the hell up.
We don't want to see that moon. Keep it down.
There's so much I'm going to have to cut
Just
out
because
of
it's
this.
your ass and they call it a moon don't mean that's what you got to touch.
Look, the moon is holy.
It's full of holes. If that's what you're trying to say.
All right, first trailer we saw was called Please Stand By. This is the one with Dakota Fanning.
The one that I said that she was an amazing actress, and I think she's really on her way up.
Okay.
I was wondering if you were going to say bullshit.
It was like, I don't know. This is the movie. I guess she's
touching the head, bro.
Yeah, she's touching the head, but she's all about, like Shawn was saying when we were talking about it when we first watched it, it's like getting to the geek girls, but I think she has autism or something in this one because she's stuck with.
I don't know I don't really know what exactly. I probably need to see it again. I was too busy laughing at the show and listening to Patrick over here telling me stupid shit.
Whispering in your
Yeah,
ear.
pretty much. Yeah.
You know you like it.
Sweet nothings. But it's interesting. Again, like Shawn said, it's like they're trying to appeal to the geeks. There's still a little Star Trek in there, you know. We'll get everybody in here. Let's speak a little Klingon, yeah. Because everybody in this room got a boner when they spoke Klingon. So it's like, hey, I don't know. I don't know if I'd see it in the movie theater. I think I'd be too embarrassed. People would call me some kind of weirdo because you're in here to see Dakota Fanning and blah, 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 blah.
And? Is that a problem?
We're not there yet. Hollywood's still getting over a bunch of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're not getting over shit. No, what's her name's in there? Also, Alice Eve was in Star Trek. The last one.
She was.
And so I'm like, what the hell? So I was like, okay, I need to slap a director. I'm just saying.
What'd you
Yeah,
think, Shawn?
they're playing off some shit with this, and I definitely got that vibe that, just like they were quoting me here, this is, they're trying to appeal to the nerdist girls. That's definitely what they're trying to do with this movie.
Is that a culture?
Yeah, it's called Weibo. Okay, Weibo chicks, they're definitely going after this. This is your movie. This is your moment. Nerdy boyfriends, you might want to avoid this at all costs.
You're going to get your ass dragged there by this chick that you're with. That's what's going to happen. See, that's exactly what they're staking their bet on.
So it's essentially the nerdy Weibo version of 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh my God. I don't know about that. This is definitely a com-dram, actually,
I like
in this
that.
case.
Com-dram. We'll go with
Com-dram. Yeah, this is a com-dram, comedy drama. And it's definitely really running off of her whole, she's into Star Trek, she's a writer, this is her journey, this is her feelings, coming of age kind of thing. It's almost sickeningly trying to appeal to geek girls, nerd girls, and the millennial and like the Gen Z variant. So it is what it is. That's the marketing anyway. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad movie, but I'll tell you straight up, that marketing is not to me, not to my
I
mind.
thought it'd be more appeasing to you being a writer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a writer, but there's a difference between following a writer and actually being about being a writer. And this isn't about being a writer. That was more like the Man Who Invented Christmas. Yeah, it's right there. That was actually about the writer. That was actually about the process of how he created what he did. This is about trying to appeal to nerdy girls. Not that I have anything against nerdy girls. Nerdy girls are great.
It's not about her writing the little story about Star Trek, because that's what it looks like it's about.
No, this is about relating to her. Oh, she's into Star Trek and
I can
stuff,
relate.
just like we are.
Oh man, that nerdy part though, it's like, it's gonna draw you in just because they put somebody that likes Star Trek in it. You gotta watch it now.
I have no idea.
Says the shallow motherfucker.
I have no idea what the fuck a weebo is. I've been looking this shit up. I got weekaboo,
Weebo.
Weebo, some Japanese anime. Is that what you're?
Let's just move on here.
Did you just make shit up?
Nope, it's legit. I swear.
Rick was talking about it earlier.
Yeah, how
Rick
the fuck?
knows
He
about
knows
it.
what a weebo is, right?
I have no idea what a weebo is.
Is that the part between your nuts and your?
Y'all
I don't
are
even
old
know.
motherfuckers. Y'all don't know. Oh my god.
I guess okay. The young man in the room, the motherfucking millennial, would know.
You're goddamn right.
What'd you think of the movie, Patrick?
Honestly, I thought it looked like it would, like he said, it's definitely com-dram, hashtag com-dram. We're doing that now, comedy drama. It seemed like it was all about, how she was going through, this phase. She's obviously, that misunderstood teeny bopper that runs off and goes on a great journey. Honestly, I'm like being so basic about it, but this is what I saw, okay?
Damn,
she
he's
goes
right.
on this journey.
What is it? Travel Assisting Hands? What is it? Traveling the Pants Part 3? Whatever the fuck it is. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
It's honestly.
I didn't know about that.
I've seen it.
Were you in the movie theater? Did we see each other? We did not see each other. Let's look down and be like, nope, didn't see it. No.
Rick owns the movies. Anyway, go ahead.
He directed them.
But yeah, it is definitely one of those typical movies. It's very typical. I can tell just from looking at it. The story might still be good. It looks like it's decent. The actors and actresses, it seems like they have a good cast. Overall, if you're not into a comedy drama type of heartfelt movie, this is not the movie for you.
So you wouldn't pay $10 to see it?
No.
Okay.
You'd have to pay me to see it.
Wow.
You wait till Netflix?
It doesn't look that bad.
I wouldn't even watch it on Netflix, honestly.
Redbox? $1. Would you pay $1 to
Okay.
see this movie?
I would only see this movie if, like,
Lisa was
my
with you?
girlfriend, if Lisa
Oh
really
my god, I
wanted
knew
to
it.
see it.
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's the only way. I would suffer through it as a sign of my love.
You're a
That's
sucker.
the only way.
You're a sucker.
Dude, Lisa's more of a man than you are. She wants to see blood, action, and guts.
Yeah, you're right about that. So fortunately, I wouldn't have to deal with
You
it.
would drag her in there. Oh shoot.
Hey, just because I watched Twilight, motherfucker, don't look.
Hey, Twilight was a great trilogy. I don't know what you're
Thank you very much.
Motherfuckers never wrote. You never read freaking Bram Stoker. I mean, come on. Original Dracula, fuck Twilight.
Dude, I read Anne Rice. Okay, shut up.
I'm just gonna say
Twilight
I actually
2.
enjoyed Twilight. We're just gonna put that out there. Yeah.
Fuck you both.
Twilight made vampires emo.
They did. Thank you, Rick. They did. Officially, you're a millennial now, Miguel. Congratulations.
Hey, welcome to the club, brother.
Hey, man, I've gotten young. Woo-hoo. I make this shit look good.
Stay away from Morton Ranch High School. We're good.
Okay.
I'm just going to shut up and drink my alcohol.
Next trailer we saw was called Journey's End. This is a World War I movie with the English against the Germans part.
No shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it was all English actors.
I didn't know
That's
the war.
about anything I got out of it, really.
Oh, I didn't know the war was us against the Germans. I mean, I'm glad you pointed that shit out.
It was World War I. There was a lot more than just Germans at that point.
And they weren't Germans, actually, so they were Prussians.
Prussians?
They're, I don't know, Prussians, Russians.
fuck's a
They weren't Russians. They were, not, God damn it, now you got me saying the wrong shit. They were, the dudes with the pointy fucking, damn what the fuck.
No, you're right. It wasn't, Germany wasn't actually a whole country yet.
the
It was the
fuck were they?
Prussians.
Oh my
and it was
God.
their allies.
There was I'm thinking of the other, what the fuck do they call themselves? Oh my God, it's
What, the
pissing me off.
Turkish? What are you trying to think of?
The other people involved on their
Austrians.
side. Yeah, but there was
Austro-Hungarian Empire and Germans.
the Empire. I was thinking,
Well, they weren't Germans. They were.
The German Empire was
Prussian,
up
like
at
you
that
said.
point too.
No, they didn't. They weren't really a German Empire yet.
No,
they weren't called Germans yet.
Not World War One.
no.
No, it was.
God damn it,
actually
go back to school.
Came a little bit afterwards.
I just graduated. I'm not going back there.
Go back, goddammit, because you learned shit.
They don't
Who
teach
the
history
fuck
anymore.
cares? It's all titles.
We won the motherfucker, okay? That's all that matters.
Were we in World War One?
Well, I wasn't. Were you?
Hey, we win by default. America's great, motherfucker. Just remember that shit.
The fucking immortal over here.
I'm just saying.
Anyways,
You should have been drinking when you were over there.
Oh, here it is. It was the German Empire, even though they weren't really technically called the Germans. And there was the Austrian-Hungarian and the Ottoman Empire. So I was thinking of Bulgaria were the bad people. The Allies were the French, the British Empire, the Russian, Serbia, Belgium, Montenegro, Japan, Italy, Romania, Portugal, Huzzah! Never heard Huzzah. Okay, and then the U.S. 17 to 18. We were in there the last year.
But this movie is just
we jumped in just to be like, hey,
it's focusing on the English. I guess the younger ones that they just threw the line and didn't really care about. They were basically going to go there to die.
You know what's sad about this movie is also, I mean, not the movie, but the war is that when these fuckers got injured in this motherfucking place, they died. There's like fucking gangrene and shit. You're dead, motherfucker. You get a scratch.
It's true. The medical research, the technology they had back then was not very good.
And there were some evil motherfuckers too. They were using gas and all kinds of fucked up shit before. That was just
there was no Geneva conference, so they were like, "Hey, let's see what this does to the human body." And it's like
that was the one war where trench warfare was a real deal. So you had some medieval shit because you had guys with freaking trench knives and tomahawks and axes fucking fighting it out in the trenches.
Homemade
all
trench
I'm saying,
clubs. And shit.
All I'm saying is Wonder Woman was there, the shit would have been over. no, but you are right. You made a perfectly good comment. Like we really didn't see a lot of this until Battlefield came out. And I'm actually quite happy. If you remember the last World War I movie that was out there was Flyboys with James Franco when he was flying the biplane, which had one point where his co-pilot, one of his pilots landed in the field upside down. And so he had to land his plane to go save him, and it was in the middle of the trenches. And he had to cut the guy's arm off to save him, and then the plane got blown up and whatnot. And, had the French guys in the trench and everything. It was actually pretty good. I'm excited to see this movie. And the Battlefield game is fun, but this looks really cool. I don't know much about World War I. I mean, obviously, I need to go back to school. The acting is amazing. And the fact that Paul Bentley's in it, too, I think it's going to be. And the kid, where'd you put him out, Rick?
The kid who was in Ender's Game?
That's right. The acting, even the guys that aren't even big names, I mean, they seem to actually have their acting skills on point. Because the guy that was in tears and, like, breaking down is like, that's some shit, man. Because you're into shit, bruh. And you're going to die. There's no ifs, ands about you. You're going to fucking die. So, I don't know, being prime military and shit like that shit kind of gets to you a little bit. I ain't gonna have no flashback and kill all you motherfuckers in here, but I'm just saying, it has me.
Charlie.
Yeah, nice. Everywhere I was going, I was looking for a guy named Charlie. I only follow guys named Fo and Dang. But no, I'm in for it. How about you, man? I actually go see the shit in the movie theater because I can only imagine the soundtrack and the music and the background is going to be amazing, kind of like Saving Private Ryan was. So, who directed it? Was James Cameron?
No,
okay.
James Cameron.
Okay, thank God.
It was an English director. I don't know which one. I have to look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely from what I did see. I mean, we didn't get a lot of story to know what their whole point of it is going to be, what tack they're going on. The only thing we really get out of it is that it's kind of like this young guy who is enthusiastic, optimistic, like I want to be on the front where it's the craziest and I want to really do something. And then he hits it and this is the shit. It's like, guess what? You thought you knew what hell was like. Well, here it is. Here's hell for you. So it gives me kind of by the action and a bit of the filmography. It seems like or cinematography rather, it seems like a Hacksaw Ridge kind of movie, which I love the movie. That was a great movie. So if it's anything like that, which as far as story, that's a totally thing altogether. But as far as how it's shot and like their emphasis on what's going on in the war, I think it's going to be an amazing movie. The only thing that leaves the question is how much is like that kind of crazy action, the brutal reality that we saw in the movie, and how much do they slow down for dramatic moments, and how well is the acting in the dramatic moments? That's the only thing that kind of leaves a question mark. But everything else, it looks like a really good movie.
This movie looks like it's going to be a lot of drama talking, a lot of the stuff going on with the people actually inside, mixed in with some war scenes, kind of like you're saying there. But it's not going to be over the top like 90% battle, 10% drama. No, it's going to be probably even more drama than war scenes. But I think that the acting and the stuff that's going to take him, like you said, the kid finds out, oh, this shit is like the shit.
And they're British actors.
Yeah, and
to me, that gives it an advantage on the drama side that it's more likely to be good.
Yeah, I just shit my pants because all of a sudden I can fucking die.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to like heavy on the drama, and then the war scenes are going to fit in perfectly to it. I think it's going to be probably a classic. But a lot of people who aren't really like you and me, kind of like British acting, are going to have problems. Your typical American, how they are. I don't see Mel Gibson, you may take my land, or any shit like that, or Tom Hanks. So it's a different type of movie, but I'm down for it. That's cool. What do you think there, Patrick?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think it's going to be probably similar. I don't want to say it's going to be just like Hacksaw because it looks different. It's definitely a different take. This is more of a British director directing this movie. So, it's going to be different. Obviously, it's going to be following the British. The British. Did I just say that? The English troops.
It is following the British.
The English troops.
Yes, be politically correct on this show.
I will try. The UK people.
The UK.
We love you. We love you in the UK. You know, all you fans. You guys have UK fans, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
It looks pretty awesome. Honestly, it does look a lot similar to Hacksaw Ridge, but it's definitely got its own take. It's definitely going to be intense. It's definitely one of those action movies where it's like, you know, people are dying left and right. Maybe, like you were saying, it's going to be kind of Private Ryan-esque. You know, there's going to be a lot of explosions and people dying and, you know, PTSD and freaking out and stuff. So maybe don't take your, uncle that just got back from war, you know, cause that'd probably be bad in the movie theater. But anyway, yes, the movie looks like it's going to be great. I like the intensity.
He was smiling, but he makes a good point because you remember all the veterans who went and saw Saving Private Ryan and they came out having problems.
It messed them up. Exactly. I'm saying the same thing here. It looks pretty intense. It might not have the same gore factor because they pretty much put the standards up a little higher and less, you know, otherwise. But it's definitely going to be more of a drama. There's definitely going to be some good fighting, though. From what I've seen in the trailer, there's going to be a lot of gunfighting, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you don't need a blown off leg or a severed arm to get the real effect of the PTSD and everything else, and the despair that you go through, knowing that shit, you're about to die.
Yeah, I like when I just seeing some of the trailers and reading what it's actually about. It's actually you're going to see the mental aspect of war at this time, because it was a young officer going in there, and it's his mentality of what's happening, of what's going on, and how he's going to have to portray it afterwards. If he, you know, who knows, maybe he did survive, and how he's going to have to affect when he gets home later. How's he going to tell his parents how he fought with these great men that were there with him, his brothers at arms, you know?
You know, I guess I'm trying to say this here in not being an ass, being serious about this particular subject. I'm glad that they're going to do the movie like you're talking, because I don't think a lot of people really still to this day understand the shit that these soldiers go through. The crap you go through when you lose a leg or your buddy gets killed or you're shelled constantly. I mean, yeah, they go, well, you volunteered for this shit. Yeah, we did. We volunteered for it because we felt that was our duty. Yeah. You know, some of us are raised in a military family. It's an honor. It's pride to serve for your country, live and die for them. But they're scars that can't be seen. And I think a lot of people still have a problem with that. And you get the hate on the veterans and everything else that come back that are damaged. And that just bothers me. And I apologize for being on my soapbox, but I'm actually very interested in when this movie comes out. I'm going to go see it, and it probably will touch me. Granted, I don't have PTSD. I wasn't shot. I went through the military and everything else. I have other problems that I have to take medication for, anxiety and all that crap, probably because of all this stuff. But, you know, so it may affect me in a certain way. They might affect Shawn or Patrick or you. Yeah. But I think it's going to be amazing. And I'm glad that they're making movies like that with substance and don't get me wrong. You know me. You know me. I love shit blowing up and John Wick shooting motherfuckers and everybody dying. But I also like to see something like this.
That was very well said. Yeah. It's not a superhero movie. It's clearly like people are going to die in this movie. You know, people are in danger. It kind of gives you the feeling of, oh no, you know, you're immortal. You could die any second. And capturing that, you know, war is hell element is something that has been lost, you know, throughout the years of making movies, you know, these hero movies where you see, you know, like in, what's it called? In like Expendables and stuff, you see these badasses come in here and just gun the whole place up and just kill everyone. And they're like, you know, they're never really in any danger. You know, you don't really feel like scared for them because you know they're never going to die. Nobody can kill Sylvester Stallone, Rambo, freaking Barney. You know, you don't feel like that same element of, oh shoot, you know, is this guy going to make it out alive? That heart pounding feeling of actual war, you know, people in the line dying, bloody, explosions everywhere. You know, that kind of element is something that I can actually appreciate. And I would be willing to see this movie in the theater for sure.
Well said, man. I appreciate that. Thanks.
All right. Let's go on to our next trailer, which is Jurassic World 2.
Hell yeah, man.
The Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, I'm psyched for this.
Save the dinos. Save the world.
It's going to be awesome. Isn't that the second movie just redone? Yeah.
This is just the Terrible Thunder Lizards, the movie.
Will you stop? You're going to be all upset when Hayden Panettiere shows up and says, Heroes breaks all. No, dude, Okay, first of all, everybody loves Star-Lord. And everybody loves Ron Howard's daughter. I mean, she's amazing too. I like dino movies, period. I've always liked dinosaur movies. I don't care. It can be stupid or cheesy. Jeff Goldblum's in it. I don't care the fact that Jeff Goldblum's in it.
He's back.
Oh, God, he's such an idiot. But I love Jeff Goldblum. I can't help it. But yeah, you're right. Fucking volcano? Seriously? Well, what the fuck? He really is an island. Usually an island is a fucking volcano that came out of the ground, under the water, and just popped up, and there it is.
And it's still growing.
Yeah, and it's just finally going to erupt? Like, how many years later? Well, that makes sense, too, but still.
It almost makes you wonder, was it erupting, or was this a part of the plan of the bigger overarching, like, let's get rid of them by making the volcano go off?
Yeah, or the fact we're putting it on this thing just in case the things get out of control, and the volcano will take care of them.
Activate the doomsday device.
Yeah, the volcano will kill them out, but hello, did we not see them jump in the water?
We need Dr. Scroteris on this
I'm
one.
really hoping there's more to the plot than just save the dinosaurs, the volcano's going off. All right, we escaped, we lived.
If this is the Lost World Part 2, I'm going to be pissed
That's what
off.
I'm saying. It better not be.
Oh, he's going to run
Wild.
wild in San Diego now? Or, no, excuse me, San Fran, or wherever the hell he's...
Hey, I'd be okay with that. That T-Rex running through the city scene was badass.
That was the only badass scene, though, in that whole movie.
Yeah, but this time it's going to be blue. The raptor.
Oh, shoot.
Dude, how about the baby blue? That was amazing. Of course, they are trying to get your little heartstrings. Trying to get you to play.
And they're doing it very well.
Yeah, play your little girl feelings out of there. Here's a little baby dinosaur, little raptor. Aw, so cute till he eats your fucking leg. Not that leg.
Wake up in the morning, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. It's like when Peter's eating Joe's legs when on the raft because, they're starving and, Family Guy. Hello.
Nope. Nope. Sorry. Nope.
Don't got time for that shit.
Nice. But look, dinosaur movie, cheesy. I don't care. I will probably still see the stupid ass movie. I will probably see it matinee because I'm not going to pay full price for this shit because I am a cheap ass.
You don't pay full price for anything.
That's right. I don't. Not even for my reach arounds. But,
I'm only paying $5 for going to see Jumanji with my brother.
I ain't paying shit. Rick's buying.
Wait, we're seeing Jumanji? I'm down for that.
Nah, look at that. After you go see
Quick,
Ferdinand
download
first.
T-Mobile Tuesday. You still got time.
Nice. But I don't really know how much of a story it's going to be. Dude, I think there may be more story in Jumanji than there will be in Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Or whatever the fuck they call this. They should call it Volcano Eruptus.
All the joking
T-Rex
aside,
Uranus.
all the joking aside, including the quote, with Dr. Malcolm, you feel like this is really going to be
Life finds a way.
Yeah. And then they did like just the beginning of da 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 da. So you really got this feeling that they're
playing off the original.
Yeah, hardcore. Like they didn't in Jurassic World, the first one at all.
No, it was entirely different.
But this one, it feels like they're trying to do like rebirthing the original almost. So I don't know how that's going to come off. That either is going to be amazing because they reinvent the original, or it's going to be horrible because they fuck up the original.
Dude, it's all about PETA. We're saving
high
the dinosaurs.
stakes.
Honestly,
PETA,
oh
save a
my
dinosaur.
God,
yeah.
At the end, there'll be no dinosaur harm in the film.
So what? We have like Katniss having like a satanic ritual in the mouth
my
of a
God.
T-Rex or something. Like what the fuck? What's this shit?
Wow, I would totally watch that.
Hey, it's okay. As Kevin Hart shows up, everything turns out all right.
Hey, if Kevin Hart's in it, it's gonna be good.
And The Rock saves Star-Lord at that part that we saw him in the trailer. He's falling off, so it's going to be okay.
If The Rock's in it,
He catches him at the bottom. We have a nice romantic moment.
Which rock? Tooth Fairy Rock? Doom Rock?
The Rock. There's only one Rock, man.
Wrestling Rock. Finally, The Rock has come back to Jurassic Park.
But hopefully you're right. If it is a take on the original, I hope they put back that feeling of, once again, it's scary, they're actually in danger. I didn't feel that in Jurassic World, the first one. It was like Disney does Jurassic Park, is what it was like. Cause it's like, oh no, they're being chased or whatever. It was never really that terrifying as like in the first one, when you first, see her in that power station, trying to get the power back on, and she runs into those raptors. That was like Thriller-esque, oh shoot, those raptors are trying to eat her. That was actually terrifying. But, in Jurassic World, you don't really get that element of, oh my God, this is terrifying. It wasn't very scary.
You're right, because the original Jurassic Park, you really got that feeling of both like the horror of, holy crap, these things are way more powerful than we are. And you also got the wonder at, look at these amazing creatures, look at this stuff. So you had like this sense of reverence of, look at these creatures, they're amazing, they're magnificent, but they're fucking ridiculously dangerous and overpowered. Like, we were not meant to be around the same time with tampering with them.
Too many series. It's kind of hard to top the first one.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really
you're
hard.
saying right. I mean, Jurassic 1 was amazing. You got it right. I mean, it's scary. It was great. The wonder that, wow, like, this is so cool. And now you feel like it's been watered down.
Yeah.
And then you get, like you said, Disney makes you feel like, I'm not scared of the Indominus Pepsi Cola Rex monster or whatever. And it's kind of funny because she's fucking with Star-Lord and, like, oh, it speaks raptor. Like, no shit. I figured that shit out the first 2 minutes of the movie.
Right.
It's made of raptor blood. Whatever. But yeah, this one's not, I'm sorry guys, but this one's not gonna creep you out. It's gonna be save the dinos. PETA's coming. We got it. And the only scary part is going to be them. The diners and the human are running from the volcano, and they're going to have to work together to get off the island.
He's going to ride the TX like a horse.
That's right. We must call the A-team to save us. That's what's going to happen, and you're going to be disappointed. But because it's Jurassic Park and it's tailor-made for children, it's going to make a shitload of money, and Jurassic Park 10 will come out the following year.
And we're all going to go see it.
Of course. Because they got us by the Jurassic nuts, and it's all over. What you got, Rick? What you got on that dino movie?
I'm probably going to wait till it comes out on Blu-ray.
You lying sack of shit. You're going to be there with me next there, jumping on the popcorn. Oh my God, this is so good. Oscar.
You don't think it was good? What are you telling us?
No, I mean, I don't know.
He won't spend the money. He thinks he's going to be, I can tell you what.
So you're not suckered. You feel like they're suckering and you're not suckered.
This is, like I said, this is just the first one. It's more of a teaser. I was like all hyped up, getting ready. And then when I saw it, I was all like, why does it feel like it's going to be the second one?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So you think if another trailer drops eventually like the other movies, you think it may change your perspective on it? Maybe get a little bit more clear view?
Yeah.
Change our minds? Because what movie was it we like, okay, this first trailer sucks ass. Then we saw the second, like, holy shit.
I mean, the Justice League first trailer looked horrible.
Or whatever with the
Jumanji, the second trailer for Jumanji was made us change our minds.
Oh, that's true too. Like the first Jumanji was like, oh my God, it looks like they're ruining it. And then the second one, especially seeing it in theater, it was like, oh, okay, this is a different Jumanji. This is a different thing altogether.
Yeah, I agree with you on the Kingsman as well.
Yeah.
Even though I've never seen the first one.
You never saw the original teaser trailer? It was lame.
Well, no, I never saw the first movie, period.
Oh.
But I seeing the second one made me want to see the first one. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. But, I mean, that's how I take it. I'm waiting for the next one on it because, like I said, as bad as the second one was, I'm looking at it that way because they do the same thing, trying to get them off the island, the same thing with to go take them to another park. This one, they're trying to save them, but there's got to be something in the back.
Yeah, I think you're right about your reticence. This could be the trailer's fault. This could be not really well cut for us to get the feel of the movie.
They don't really give you away any real plot, honestly. Yeah. Zero plot is given away other than volcano.
So we're almost caught in this tension between, are they redoing the original or are they redoing Lost World? Like, if they're redoing Lost World, go fuck yourselves. Like, no.
Well, speaking for our co-host Kyle here, he will be anxiously awaiting the porno Jurassic Park along with Schindler's Fist. But anyway, what's next, Rick?
Schindler's Fist.
I can't wait till he listens to this podcast and goes, "You dirty bastard."
He will say that.
How did you know I watched that?
Yeah, and he'll come at me even harder.
All right, the next one. Damn,
that's gross. And that's why you're still in this podcast?
Nice.
All right. Next trailer we saw is called El Camino Christmas. This is coming on Netflix.
Latinos.
Just
not a single fucking Latino in this movie.
El Camino meaning it's the car, El Camino, because that's what they were chasing him in. Was an El Camino.
So only thing in this movie that's Mexican is the car.
An El Camino isn't actually a Mexican car. They just took that name.
El Camino sounds the road, Holmes.
More appropriation.
Don't take it away from me.
Cultural appropriation.
But it has a lot of good actors in it. You know, you got...
I want my reparations.
You got Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, yeah.
D'Onofrio, how does his name?
D'Onofrio, you had it right the first time. Yeah, you know who he is, right? Yeah. That's the Kingpin.
Kingpin. You got, what's his name that played the Chips?
Well, you got Red, first of all. Dumbass.
Red.
That 70s show. The dad.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Red.
Yeah, Dax, whatchamacallit's husband.
Christian Bell's
Christian Bell's husband. Yeah, Dax Shepard's pretty goddamn funny.
He's in it. You have Tim Allen.
Drinking again.
Drinking.
He's not snorting, but he's drinking.
And he's cussing.
Yeah, but it seems like it's played. The Tim Allen part seems like it's played. And he doesn't look very enthusiastic about his part. Normally, even if he's acting and he seems into it, I didn't get that from him this time. Maybe that's the way his character's supposed to be.
The characters look like just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I
That's
wasn't.
how characters supposed to be.
I wasn't feeling it, man. Even with the actors they have and the what they're trying to go with, I just wasn't fucking feeling it. It seemed like it was just stretching for everything they were trying to get, plot wise.
Well, like I said, it's going straight to Netflix. So.
It could have been the trailer, though. You know, they might have just caught it in all like the awkward moments, so they didn't really get us a real feel for how the actors were doing. It seems like it has maybe B-movie potential to be, you know, really funny. I'm happy with Netflix for the fact that they did bring Tim Allen in. You maybe were catching something I wasn't, though, about whether he was actually happy about being in the role, if it's something he really wanted. But remember, Stallone did really good in that movie we all know and love when we did a retro on, even though he didn't want to be there. So
Over the top.
Over the top.
over the top. So
He didn't want to do that movie at all.
yeah, and yet it's like a classic movie. You know, it's something. It's a cult classic. It's something we can go back and be like, you know what, he did really good in it, even though he didn't even want to do it. So you know, that could be this kind of thing. You know, whether or not he actually even wants to be in the role may not actually impact how good the movie is. But I'm glad that Netflix did take him, because there was some politics and shit over the way he wanted to do the previous show, and they all got canceled on him, which I was like, you know, that's fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
whatever your political views are, don't fucking suppress somebody else's just because you don't agree with it. You know, let him continue on his fucking comedy. Get over it, motherfuckers. Come on.
You know, I know what you're saying. So tell us, Morgan Freeman, what did you think?
Honestly, it just seems
I thought he was
like...
going to do the voice.
I thought so too.
Are you kidding?
I'm disappointed.
It's way too
No.
fucking white to do that.
You just could enjoy the happiness.
I can do the Samuel L. Jackson, motherfucker this, motherfucker
Thou
that,
must do the
motherfucker
dance.
that. Just can't do that.
yet the
I
waters
thought
receded.
it seemed like for a Netflix original, it seemed kind of dry. Like the acting was alright. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't impressive.
And millennial speak, it means that's shit.
It's the question is not is if it's worth your dollar. The question is it worth your time? Because it's on Netflix, so
It's already
you don't
out,
have to
'cause-
pay to see it.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah, it's out already. At the end of the
Probably
trailer,
gonna
it said
go home right
December
now
8th.
and watch it so I can come back and talk shit about it next week.
It might be a good drunk Christmas movie.
Might be a good drunk Christmas movie. We're definitely gonna find out.
What makes you think we're bringing your ass back?
You know you love me.
We tapped that.
Double tap.
Oh. All right.
He's my brother, so I'm out of here.
I don't know what you've done in that family.
I mean, I get what you're saying about the dry humor. It could be just dry humor altogether. And Kyle, me, we do kind of like that driest kind of humor at times.
Good.
I mean, that's kind of what Rick and Morty is like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, some people are like, oh, it's so funny. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Like, it's not that kind of funny. It's more like, oh, I see what they did there. Kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never busting out laughing. I'm just enjoying the cleverness of the humor most of the time. I mean, that's the truth. I'm not sitting here watching Rick and Morty like, ha ha ha, this is funny. I'm just watching it like, oh, I see what he did there. I see what he did there. I see what he did
It's
there.
kind of make you smile, can make you smirk kind of humor. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot. But anyway,
Says this motherfucker.
Rick and Morty's fucking classic. Fuck, weren't you fighting for that
Hey,
Saskatchewan sauce?
I love Rick and Morty. I have Morty Mondays on our Instagram for Pete's sake.
Yes, I know.
But
I love those, which are brilliant, by the way. If you haven't already,
Thank you.
check out their Instagram at Critical Thinking Podcast.
See, this motherfucker gives us more boost than you do, and you're on the goddamn show.
what are you talking about?
All you bring is the alcohol, which is fine by us.
Also follow me at Noteworthy1 Instagram. Thank
Where
you.
you see all the naked pictures you want.
Oh, God.
Of what?
All right. The next trailer we saw is another Netflix movie called Altered Carbon. This is that one where the guy lived for like 300 years, his consciousness kept transferring to another body
Oh yeah.
over and over, and then he got killed, and then he hired somebody at age 300 and something.
65.
Altered carbon. I just figured that was a safe word or something.
The hell kind of shit are you into? Alter carbon! Alter carbon!
To find out actually who killed him and why they
Not
killed
the
him.
banana! Not the banana!
Hey, you recommended the BDSM website, and then you're not okay with multi-carbon? Come on.
He's got you there.
Latex. Latex.
So what did y'all think of the trailer?
I found it interesting. It piqued my interest, but I don't know. I need to see another trailer. I need more. God damn it, I need more. And I need to know who's in the fucking movie.
Honestly, he's right. They don't give you much plot other than, okay, he's lived all this time because in the future, he can live forever and by getting a new body every time he dies. And somebody murders him for who knows what reason. We don't know who this guy is.
They wanted his time on his arm. Oh, wait, that's another movie. It's like they just stick the tip in and that's it. Yeah, God damn it, we want the whole hole.
Whoa, this is getting extremely inappropriate.
What do you think, Shawn? Since I so cut off Morgan,
okay.
Send him to a whole different realm.
Okay. I thought that, we all got a Blade Runner vibe somewhere in there, and I do like that, like original Blade Runner, not the sequel that apparently did really bad, and I don't know why I still haven't seen it. I need to go see it, so I need to see if people were actually right about not giving it.
We all need to have like a critical day and go see this
We
shit.
need to go have a rally for Blade Runner 2.
And scream at everybody like, what the fuck were y'all talking about? The movie's great. Oscar.
We'll all put on Harrison Ford masks or something.
God, dude.
That's some creepy shit, bro. You can be Callista Flockhart because you kind of look like her.
That's fucked up.
After that colon blow.
Yeah, he's got her legs, right?
What? I don't know how to feel about this conversation.
By the way, continue on. I'm sorry, sir.
But I mean, I did like that atmosphere to it. It does overall it leaves you once again like question mark, like should I give a crap about this or not? And I don't know. Like I would need to see another trailer to give me some kind of an idea. What is there about this that's worth my time? That's worth my money?
I feel like it's going to be very trippy though. Like, have you just seeing the trailer is like, whoa, what's going on? It's going to be very original.
You're trying to figure out what's going on, which is like what Blade Runner really was like. So maybe we're all catching that vibe because maybe they are kind of playing off of it.
It's very different from anything that's been, previously made. It's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
So I got to hit the acid before I watch this movie?
Yes.
Well, that's going to make it fucked
You better.
We're both going to be stoned.
Oh, this movie's amazing. Miguel, that's just the opening credits. Shit.
It's a different movie every time you see it.
It's like, turn it on first, dude.
It's like, this movie's amazing. Miguel, that's the Coca-Cola commercial.
That's the trailer for the other movie. What are you?
I need a Coke.
Why do you have on the 3D glasses? This isn't a 3D.
This prescription, dog.
It's like, what is it, the BB-8 3D glass that you bought for the movie theater?
I have Captain Phasma, sir. I don't have BB-8.
I didn't know which one you had.
I wanted BB-8. They didn't have any more. Damn it.
Okay, all right. The next one is kind of a true, I guess, based on true events.
Let's go to our true story, man.
7 days in Entebbe, I can't say it.
That's a hostage thing, right?
Yeah, it's the hostage movie.
They take all the Jews.
And they separate them.
Yeah, and then they want to kill 2 kids if they don't get money?
Well, the government, I guess, is going to try to take them. They're like...
So Hollywood...
Apparently, this is a recent events thing. I didn't really hear anything about it because, lately... Since, I don't know, like 2012, I've been like, fuck the news. Like, I don't give a shit about things that are going on nationally or internationally because it's all just bad news.
It's all fake news.
It's all fake news. None of it's helping me anywhere in my life, so why the fuck should I care? But apparently this was a recent enough thing that happened.
That's a terrible pessimistic attitude to have.
Well, it was kind of
actually it's a very optimistic attitude to have. It's like shit. I don't give a shit about anybody's news. Like I'm here focusing on the things that I can actually do in my own life and improve the world where I'm at.
You heard it here, people. Everybody else, fake news. Critical Thinking Podcast, the real scoop.
Hey, we're the only ones telling you motherfuckers the truth. Okay,
typical fucking American scum.
Get a little liquor involved and suddenly everybody's telling the truth. What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know about this movie, man. I don't know. I've never heard of the situation. I catch the news here and there. But yeah, I missed this. I thought they were trying to go back to like the 1970s, take us to Beirut type shit. But didn't Chuck Norris already free those people? I'm just saying. But I don't know. I'm not making fun of the situation because I really don't know what happened. Am I going to see it? No. I don't like you. I don't want to be depressed anymore. I don't want to see. It's sad that in this day and age, we still want to separate the Jews and we must burn them or shoot them or kill 2 kids every 2 hours so they don't get our money.
Even though that happens every day in Israel.
Exactly. What the fuck, man? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
you don't see me walk out on the street and just capping motherfuckers left and right, even though I could, but still.
That happens every day in
they're-
Detroit. Should I keep going?
Oh shit!
I thought that was Chicago, but okay.
It's both, but
Okay, yeah, okay. So I can't walk
So
out in the street without getting shot. I get what you're saying, Morgan. You bastard. I was living in my happy world here where everything is sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, when this event happened, I was only 1 year old, so.
okay. So,
Ah, so
this
this is
was a while
past.
back, and yet we don't know anything about it.
76.
I wasn't
76.
Back in 76.
Shit, I was 5.
Oh.
I was
just discovering my penis.
70s. The flower children. The flower children were there, right?
Oh, what's this?
No, we were disco.
Kind of like they lost at that point.
What was I doing when I was
they lost.
5?
They lost their way.
What were you
70s
doing when
more
you were
disco.
5? Besides playing with yourself, what were you doing when you were 5?
I don't know what the fuck. I was watching Gilligan's Island. That was more important back in the day.
Israel's safety and security? Man, you were a very conceited 5-year-old.
Wow,
I grew up in the 70s world, sir. I had nothing.
he was tripping.
Except mushrooms. Okay.
Mushrooms?
He beat me to it. That's a double whammy. But that's just how he likes it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not seeing this movie because I don't want to be depressed.
Yeah, I was concerned about it from the beginning because it seemed like, okay, is this a political movie? Like, are
There you
we
go.
bashing the Jews or are we, the Jews are always right, you know? And it's like, I don't want to see either. I don't want to see a political narrative. Like, I'm fucking tired of political narratives and media bullshit. Like,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter to me. It recovered a little bit to me when it was at least like, okay, it's based on an actual situation. So we're dealing with a military operation.
But you know how Hollywood is.
Yeah, so-
we got to make it more dramatic.
Yeah, and then it's still going to be like, okay, what's the director's angle? Like, because inevitably politics gets thrown into this kind of shit.
Hail fell from the sky and caught on fire. You know, some shit like that. I'm just saying. I'm not making fun of the 10 Commandments. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as for me, like always, I'm like kind of like Shawn here. I want to know how much of it is real that they're going to talk about.
The guy's name. That's it.
How much of it's going to be
Everything else
drama?
is
They were there.
I don't want it too Hollywood.
Yeah, who was there? Were you there?
Like I said, I was 1 year old. If I was there, I wouldn't remember shit.
Was that guy there?
Yeah, like, I feel like I would need to know a little more background on the writer, the script, and the director.
So you're kind of
and where
wondering
they're
if
trying
it's
to go with
going to
it.
be actual event based or if it's going to be more Hollywood drama type of, you know, this is what's going on. And it's going to be fuel for the fire of whether, you know, they're good or they're bad or they're doing the necessary.
Some political
evil.
axe to grind.
And you
Yeah.
get, that's when you get the political statement. You're like, this is some shit. Like, dude, just make the goddamn movie on the real event because that's probably more intriguing than you Hollyweirding it up.
Yeah.
Holly weirding it up.
That's
There you
that's
go.
his word.
Hashtag Holly weirding.
Yeah, pretty much. What you got, Rick?
It's like, wow, we got a lot of Twitter things going here. Hashtag this. Hashtag. Remember all these? You should write them down.
Dude, I don't remember a goddamn thing except for Captain Morgan. Hashtag the Morgan.
Next trailer we saw was Alita, Battle Angel. This is the one.
This movie made me feel weird. This movie made me feel like I was watching some bad kind of shit that the cops are going to bust my door down and come get me. Because it was a robot with big eyes that looked like some shit you would see in a porno.
It looked like a porn robot,
that you
yeah.
shouldn't be watching, and the cops are going to come in and get you because you're watching this and you shouldn't be.
Yep.
That's how that feel this movie gave me, and I
She
don't
looks
want to
9
see
years
it.
old. She looks like she's
Yeah,
8.
exactly. I don't want to see this shit. I read Alex and Ada, which was a comic book story about a robot who a guy makes her sentient, but he was already a grown ass man and she was a grown robot. So this kind of freaked me out, dude, because it made her look like a kid too. I'm like, okay, this is fucked up, and what Hollywood's dealing with right now, this shit doesn't need to be made.
Essentially, it's nothing new either. It's just like Ghost in the Shell. It's just like S Machinima, you know. It's like, oh, I'm human. Oh, but I'm a machine. It's like, okay.
And it's James
that
Cameron, right?
same-
Well, James Cameron, he
That's the
produced it
dichotomy.
because this is something he wanted to bring out way back in the day when they
Mark my words. 2 weeks from now, there's going to be some shit breaking out that he inappropriately grabbed some ass.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, because
Anyways.
that's some shit. No, I'm
As
being
I'm,
serious.
as I'm trying
Put
to
some money
finish
on the table.
explaining this, you gotta stop.
There's no explaining this shit.
He wanted to bring this out, but of course, you know, we didn't have the technology to show it and everything. But he brought Robert Rodriguez to direct this movie.
Another weirdo.
You know, and he'd bring some decent movies.
Yeah, but he cheated on his wife with an actress who is a big activist.
Allegedly.
I'm not talking about what he does in personal life. I'm just talking about his movies.
I'm also, well, okay, I apologize, but
But
I'm
Miguel's reading in between
You're
the
going to get
lines on this
sued by
one.
the director right now. Allegedly. This all happened allegedly, just so you know.
go ahead, man, I'm listening.
Anyways, so I mean, the anime is not a bad anime show. It's a good movie.
Don't you feel that most Japanese anime, though, is kind of like, you feel like when you're watching it, you feel like The cops are going to break your door down?
No.
You don't feel like bad? It's like, I'm serious. I've seen some, okay, I'll take that back. I've seen
What
some
kind of anime
Japanese,
are you watching? Are you watching anime?
Are you watching hentai all the time?
I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. I don't watch Japanese shit. I watch like whatever the fuck you guys tell me to watch and I'm like, dude, I feel dirty.
How you feel dirty?
Okay, I want to see some kung fu shit, some samurai shit. I don't need to see little people dressed up, little women dressed up like little girls, bullshit or whatever the fuck this is, or fucking robots with big eyeballs wearing school dresses and fighting kung fu. What the fuck is this shit?
That's somebody's fetish is what that is.
That's what it is, and that's what I feel like. Okay, James Cameron, you got a fetish? What's going on here? You want a robot? You want a girl with big eyes?
It's like obviously you really take it in the wrong direction.
I must be taking it wrong, and I apologize if I am.
You're
But
really taking the wrong direction.
well, that's my personal opinion. You got a fucking problem with it?
Go fuck
Turn off your station.
All he has is a dirty mind, ladies and gentlemen.
I do not have a dirty mind. I have a clear way of thinking. I'm an older.
No. That's straight dirty.
No, brother.
That's dirty old man thinking right there.
Let me tell you something, old man. You're an old man too, bitch. But I'm an old. The difference between you and me is I'm an old man with 4 kids, 3 boys and 1 daughter.
And 1 bum.
And one bum?
He's only got 1 bum left.
But it weirded me out. That's all I'm saying. It gave me that creepy vibe. That's all it did. Now, granted, because they focused too much on the character's facial features, I guess is kind of weird.
That's all you were paying attention to.
It was kind of awkward.
It was too weird for me.
I don't look at, when I see the shows, even the cartoons and everything, I don't sit there, oh, look at the eye. I'm not doing what you're doing.
I'm just saying, like, it's fucking obvious because
the leading actress has giant eyeballs.
Big screen and all you got is her head.
Giant eyeballs.
It looks like a Snapchat filter. It really does.
Yeah, where's the bunny ears?
Well, because it looks like it's mixed of CG and live action together.
Yeah, they can get away with it because she's a robot. She's not human, so she has big eyes. That's okay. If everybody in the movie had big eyes, it'd be awkward. That'd be weird. And try to animeify.
I want to know.
Strange.
I want to put a pin in this shit, and I want to see a little bit later when this shit comes out. Who else has? I want to see what other people say about this because I got a feeling there's other motherfuckers out there like me thinking the same shit.
Just don't Google the fan art for the movie after it comes out because I don't want to know.
The what?
The fan art.
Oh God, no.
Who's the fans of this? I mean, I'm just wondering.
I mean, it's like going to Comic-Con, and I hate to say this because we do the Comic-Cons and everything else, but you see all the people dressed up as the anime characters. I'm like, okay.
I mean, you sitting there.
You gonna try to throw shit out of me? All right, bring it, nigga, bring it.
You sit there talking about all this feeling bad and everything. Look at the cartoons we watch and everything. You got Scooby-Doo, which kind of brought in drug use.
Don't know anything about that.
Hey, Shaggy always had the munchies.
I had no clue what that meant.
You got
sheltered.
You got He-Man. We watch He-Man. We're like, oh yeah, we're great in there. You watch it now. You're like, that's some gay shit.
Well, why is he gay?
How is it gay?
How is He-Man gay?
So much flexing involved. It was like a male supremacist.
Yeah, there was no black people in the show. I get that, but okay.
White male
Why the Panther got to be purple?
That's as close as they were gonna get. Politically incorrect.
But all honesty, if you watch, like, you know,
I know what you're saying. Scooby Doo and Shaggy were smoking the weed. Mickey Mouse was doing drugs. Not Mickey Mouse, excuse me. Mighty Mouse was
Mickey Mouse. What?
Mighty Mouse was doing drugs because he would take a pill and get super strong. Or smell the flower. Excuse me. Underdog would take the pill. Mighty Mouse would smell the flower and become strong, kind of like an opium type thing. I get what you're saying. But people were fucked up back in the day. But as a kid, you don't know the difference. We're grown ass people now.
He's right. You go back and you watch it, it's like, I watched this as a kid.
Heckle and Jekyll. 2 black magpies. You see that shit on anymore? No. Because how they talk, hey, what's up there, Andy? No, that shit ain't on anymore because that's politically incorrect. Because America forgot how to fucking laugh.
Yeah, and apparently you forgot how to watch TV because you just think of one thing.
I'm sorry. Japanese animation does not intrigue me at all.
We still love you, Japan.
Don't get me wrong.
We have Tokyo Munchies.
I know. I understand that.
But he's Australian, so
he watches the same shit.
We love Australia.
Well,
too.
clearly, Kyle from Tokyo Munchies is a sex fiend from from down under.
No,
clearly, Kyle from Tokyo Munchies is a sophisticated man who can respect the way things are drawn and the images and the way they're portrayed and the 360 degree. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Okay. So my interpretation is
it gave me the creeps. That's all I'm saying.
My interpretation is it's the whole Japanese culture versus American culture kind of thing, and their sensibilities and how they like to do cartoons, how they like to do anime and stuff like that.
It's not for me.
Yeah, and it's not for most Americans. It's not mainstream for our culture. Now, when it comes to the nitty gritty of that actual like anime and whatnot, a lot of the Japanese actually don't like the Japanese stuff. Like, they prefer to watch our stuff. So, you know, this comes down to preferences, and this comes down to not even like Japanese culture. This comes down to the culture of their artists, the culture of what they create. So either you're into that or you're not.
You know what? I got a perfect example for this, and this will help me straighten where I'm going with this. It's kind of like comparing Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. The difference in the way things are done and how more looks a little bit more serious and some looks a little bit more cartoonish. I think had they made her not with the big eyes and made her more like a robot, made her a little bit more serious looking, it probably would have intrigued me more, but I've been a little bit more respect into it more. But because they made it look so goddamn childish, I had a problem with it, and that's probably where I stand with it, because I don't really like that kind of crap. Like, the stuff that we grew up watching, the stuff now, like X-Men and all that kind of crap, and any Japanese animation I do watch with Godzilla, whatever, it's not like that.
But in defense of it, Asian women, a lot of them really do act, seem like really young.
Stop watching the porn.
Even though they're not. No, I'm just serious. Like, Asians seem really young. Even like in their 20s and 30s, they can still seem almost like they're little girls.
And this robot was just built. I mean, she's like 1 year old. Come on.
Oh.
Nice. Burn, Rick, burn.
Oh.
He's on fire.
But I don't even look at it the way you're looking at it.
I'm not looking at it that way. God damn it, I'm just telling you. I think they made her look like a goddamn cookie monster. Oh, cookie, my eyes are this big. Oh. No, give her better like the guy right there. That dude right there doesn't have big fucking eyes. That's a normal fucking face. Don't make her look like she's fucking Tweety from Buck Rogers. Beady, with big fucking eyes like this. Who the hell does that shit? That's stupid. Make it more. If it would have been drawn a little bit better, it would have probably been more appealing to me. That's all I'm saying. It looked like it was like, oh, I'm gonna make her have big eyes. Stupid shit. Anyway, go on.
No.
I'm
not going to sit there and fight you on this one because
stop shitting on me.
Because you're going to see it your way and that's it.
Look at this piece of shit right here. That's what it fucking looks like. Mega fucking Man. Okay, it's a goddamn game. It's a kid toy. No.
Now, if they animated into a live action,
as I said, I was going to stop, but you keep going on
because you upset me. God damn it!
I said nothing.
I got a bottle in my hand, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Let's move on.
Going on to the next trailer.
God bless you.
I've been trying to, but you won't shut the fuck up.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Let me have that.
Next trailer we saw was Jessica Jones.
Season 2?
There went my earpiece. Season 2.
Is it plugged in?
Okay, we cut you off.
No, it went from one ear to another.
You're going deaf, my brother.
Anyways, if Jessica Jones Season 2 coming in March 8th, I believe it said. What'd you think of the teaser of it?
Interesting, but it just seems like a regular Jessica Jones teaser, like from last season or Defenders teaser. I mean, okay, I'm going to punch people. I'm going to get put in this situation. Looks like I'm going to get hurt.
She got big eyes too.
Look, she at least has a fucking Predator type face that she looks like it's a slim face, and she's fucking and she's goddamn real. Now, if that chick Akira, whatever her name, had a face like the Predator, fuck yeah, I'd watch that shit. Jessica Jones does not have big fucking eyes.
Let's move past the last trailer.
First of all,
stay in this one.
Jessica Jones, Kristen Ritter, actually is unique if you look at her. You're right. She is kind of unique with her facial feature, but she fits the character so well as Jessica Jones in the comic book. If you read the comic book, which I don't think you read at all, but because I don't think it's one of your favorites, it's pretty good. I think she does it fairly well.
I didn't say it was bad.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you a little comic background on it. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, I felt like have been two of the great series that Netflix has had out there, based because of the comic book versus to the show. Daredevil's been amazing, and I hate fucking Daredevil. I really do. But I really love it because of the show. Still, I don't care about the Iron Fist. And
I'll second that. I never really liked the comic version of Daredevil. He was always like a bitch, but with this one, actually in the show, it's like, okay, you know what? I like Daredevil.
Yeah. Fuck the Iron Fist. I don't give two shits about him.
You don't want the Iron Fist?
No, thank you. The Punisher, I still have yet to finish, so I'm sorry. But I love the Punisher. But I like Jessica Jones on her own, too. I didn't mind her first season when she dealt with the dude. That was so cool. The guy who played one of the doctors. I can't think of his name. God, I can't think of the actor's name. Or what was his name in the show?
Which one?
The bad guy.
Mr. Purple?
Yeah, that dude.
The one that played Doctor Who?
Well, it's the guy that can control minds. He could control her.
Yeah, the Purple Man. That's what he called himself.
Yeah, but he had a different name. But anyway, he was a good actor. And the show was great. And then Jessica Jones in Defenders was great, too. Because the way she treated and the way she talked to him. but she's good enough where she can stand on her own. And at first, I thought when I started watching season 1, I was like, this is going to be shit. But I kept on watching, and I fell in love with the character, and I fell in love with her portrayal of it, and I think she's doing a great job. So I'm excited for Jessica Jones season 2. I can't wait. It's probably one, and again, sadly, Jessica Jones and the Daredevil and Luke Cage are probably ones I will actually probably not hesitate and binge watch immediately. And the Punisher, I don't know why I haven't, as much as I love the Punisher, I guess it's because I don't know.
This guy, it's the best one they've done on Netflix. How have you not seen this?
No fucking time. I want to sit there. I guess that's my problem. It's not that I don't want to not binge it. It's I want to binge it, but I don't want to miss a fucking thing. I don't want nobody to talk to me while I'm watching this motherfucker. And every time I try to watch something, somebody's always got to be like, hey, guess what? I just want $5 as a scratch off. Hey, I just killed a roach. Can you go get it? Hey, can you go outside and take the dogs? No, I don't want that shit. Leave me the fuck alone.
Put your phone in an ammo can, get a 4-pack of Monsters, sit there and watch it all night.
And a 6-pack of beer.
Nice.
There you go. Okay, that'll balance it.
I won't remember a goddamn thing. Drink a whole bottle of Captain Morgan while I'm watching the Punisher.
Tell us how great it was.
And then go out and have Purge 4 in America. So anyway, what's your take on Jessica Jones there?
I never actually saw the show itself, so my only exposure to her is actually... Because I didn't give a fuck. Like, who gives a fuck about
You
Jessica
should give
Jones?
a fuck about Jessica Jones.
Nobody reads
I
her
don't.
comics.
Honestly, I don't. I didn't give a
Except
fuck about
you.
her. But I did see her in the Defenders. Even though there are things about her that I find really annoying in the Defenders,
You want to know how we know you're gay?
there are way hotter bitches than that girl,
I didn't
I'm
say
telling
she had
you.
to be hot. I said she did a great acting job. Far better than that piece of shit cartoon Rick just shows with the big fucking eyes.
As an actress, she's a good actress. I'll give her that. She's a good actress. But Jessica Jones herself, I'm not compelled.
Okay.
Like, I'm not compelled by the character at all.
We know you like big black men like Luke Cage. Got that.
Okay. Okay. So anyway.
Your brother's just laughing over there.
So anyway. Yeah. This season, it kind of looks like, from the trailer, even though we're not giving a lot to really go on, it does look like it's more compelling than what I saw by the first trailer. It's probably why I never really cared to see the first season, is the things I did see was just like, I'm not impressed. Like, I'm not drawn to this at all. I had no background in her comics or anything, so I was like, and why do I care? Like, their marketing didn't reach me at all. This one looks a little more action-packed, like she's in real danger, like there's real shit going on, like Sigourney Weaver, aliens kind of stuff, like, holy shit, she's actually in real danger, there's stuff going on.
Anyway, I got your take on it. What do you think there, Morgan?
Quit calling me Morgan.
He's not
Don't
the
call me
captain
Shawn
here.
too either.
All right, Steve, tell us what you think.
All right, Jeff. Of course. So his playbook has been pretty good this year.
Tell us,
Jessica
Tom Brady.
Jones, honestly, I was never a Jessica Jones fan. I didn't like her comics. I didn't like her character. The actress.
It's because she's white?
No. I like white women. I like Mexican women. I'm an equal opportunist. Anyway, honestly, I was never into the show. Like, the first season just was not for me. It was too slow paced in the beginning, and the action just wasn't for me. Which is funny because I watched Daredevil, and I actually enjoyed Daredevil a lot. And it's similar the way that the show plays out. I wouldn't say it's the same. But yeah, I was never really into it. But the season 2 trailer actually looks really intense and makes me want to watch the show and catch up just so I can see the season 2.
I'm wondering, John, do you think you need to see Jessica Jones season 1 to really get Jessica Jones season 2? And what do you think about that, Rick?
I don't feel like you need to, because I feel like the Defenders didn't leave me with I don't understand any of this because I didn't see Jessica Jones. The only thing was like the reference to the fact that she and Luke Cage had talked. You didn't see that in Luke Cage's series. So obviously that happened in her series.
They did a lot more than talk, bro.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying not to put too much in here that other people might not know about. And we have further discussion that we don't need when this is already going to probably be 2.5 hours long.
You're going to have to edit this out. But wait, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones? Wait, what?
You didn't
he
know?
hasn't seen the Defenders. Okay.
Okay.
I have not seen the
Watch
Defenders.
the Defenders.
Just put it this way. She's unbreakable. He's unbreakable.
Something's busting.
That's
if they're
fucked
not
up right
breaking.
there.
Now, when I saw this trailer, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, there's a lot more going on in this one than the first one. So, looks like the case that she might be working on is going to have a lot more. It's going to be a lot more action in this one. I think that's what they're kind of probably making up from the first one. They wanted to bring more of her character out.
Yeah, and you know what I would like to see is if they would noir it up a little more, give us more of that feel, because, I mean, like, I love Private Eyes. I love the whole private detective scene, you know, both the actual reality of it and, like, the literature based off it, like, you know, of course, Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So it's a very fascinating career choice, and the people that continue to do it, it's really an interesting scene. So it's kind of like, when you don't do it right, it's like, how the fuck do you not do it right? Like, it's so rich going back to like the fucking 1800s. How do you not do it right?
Just ask Warren Beatty if you've seen Dick Tracy.
But yeah, you know, there you go. It gets done wrong. So in this season 2, if they kind of took it more to that gritty, you know, realistic, what it's like being that, and then throw in the Marvel, you know, her being a hero and all that too, it could be really awesome.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. And the last trailer we saw
Holy shit.
was Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that's cool. The fact that...
Spider-Man.
Nice.
Yeah, this is an animation that they were bringing out that we mentioned before. It's coming out next December. This is with Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and a different timeline, actually. This is when Peter Parker had died. But I guess somehow it's going to show Peter come from, I guess, the universe we're at now to there.
Yeah, because Spider-Verse is when the people are trying to kill all the Spider-Men.
Yeah.
And that's why Peter Parker, everybody, Doc Ock's going to be in it, Spider-Ham.
That sounds like the entire plot to Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, the game.
Probably is.
Probably is.
I've never played
shit.
Shattered Dimensions, the
Be
game,
honest
but
with you.
He's right.
Exactly the same plot.
yeah, Spider-Verse has Spider-Noir. It's like everything. They're going across the different universes to try to kill them.
Just
they
like
suck
it.
them out, and there is the one spider that controls the web of life. You know, the fates or whatever.
Yes.
You cut the string or whatever.
So this movie's 3 years late, basically.
Probably, but the cartoon, the comic book stuff was great. This is interesting. A problem with the freaking animation of this.
The jerky animation.
I think it's because it's just it's just before they're going to release the main product.
I would hope so,
Because
but
it's not coming out
I
till
don't.
next year.
I think
still-
it's actually the style they're going
Yeah,
with.
it's still fucking lame. Jesus Christ, go contact DC or some shit. Holy fuck.
It
I mean,
does look cheap.
I don't understand what the fuck Marvel can't do right about a fucking... You know, the best Marvel one I've seen was Spider-Man Deadpool on Fox 26. That's probably the best one I've seen.
You know that-
Taskmaster was on it, and it didn't look fucking lame, and it looked halfway decent. The dialogue was amazing. Well, I actually felt like that was fucking Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and that was freaking whatchamacallit as Spider-Man. That was great.
I'm with you on that jerky animation thing. Like, originally, when that jerky animation style came to be, it was really about being low budget and not paying as much for higher end, more smooth animation rendering. But eventually it became like a kind of cult following, you know, retro kind of thing of doing that style. And it's like, it never looked good. Like, why are you doing it? So, I mean, it would be nice if this was just like beta film, you know, we're not really seeing what it's really going to look like. But if they're like trying to go with this style, trying to give this retro feel to it, it's like, it's not very appealing.
The frame rate is terrible.
Yeah. I will say this. The only thing that'll save this movie for me is if they actually capture the essence of the spider people and who they really are.
Or if you go stoned out of your mind.
Well, yeah, that's not going to happen. But if they capture like Miles Morales and who he really is, and you bring all the other spider people and you get their personalities right, that would probably the only thing that'll save this for me. It's kind of like watching DC's, Batman the Red Hood. I had some problems with it in some parts of the animation of it.
Hey, I love that movie.
I mean, they captured the people right. That's what got it for me. I mean, you had you had Jensen Ackles in there as the Red Hood, so it was really cool. That's what I want. If you can capture that, then you'll save it for me. I can probably work past the cookie cutter animation bullshit, but that bothers me so much. And I guess because Spider-Man is my first true love in Marvel. Thor is probably second. Actually, Beta Ray Bill Thor is second. but it's just like, I just have a big problem with it. And I guess that's another reason with your Japanese animation thing that bothers me.
Well, this
too.
one, you know, when I look at the animation, I'm not looking at it Marvel's animation. It's the Sony animation that's working it.
You got a point there.
Shit, they need to give it Pixar.
You know, and so if Sony would have done maybe kind of like Ice Age and cleaned it up.
But see, that's the thing is they could have if they wanted to, but they didn't. You know, it's Sony. Sony's got a lot of fucking money. If they wanted to do it better.
Depends on how much budget they wanted to throw into this.
You got a point there, how much they allocated to it, the corporate scene. Yeah, you got a point there.
You made a statement also earlier how they're going for the, would you say, childish type animations? So maybe they just tried to appeal to kids and they're going to tone down the story a little bit.
Could be.
With
Because
social media.
you saw the spider, how it looked kind of like, instead of being sharp edges, it was circular. And usually when you start doing that shit, you're appealing to the kids.
I'll tell you what, I think it's a feeler. I think, with as interconnected as these companies have become with social media, they're probably giving a feeler to see if people want to see it and that kind of jerky animation. Like they probably have a team checking out people's comments and seeing what they're saying on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere and seeing if people are like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Or if people are like, oh, I don't like the fucking, jerky animation. And probably if people like it the jerky way, that's how it's going to be. But if people don't like it and are like, this is fucked up, they're like, okay, let's change the style. Cause you could fucking do this shit off of basic kind of animation software today. That's where we're at right now. We don't have to have jerky animation anymore. So if people want to have that retro feel, if there are these people that are just really crazy about, we want to see it like these other movies that we saw that we grew up with, then if there's a big enough, response from the crowd in that direction, that's where they're going to go.
So you're saying you can make a critical thinking podcast cartoon just on the tablet that you borrow from Rick? Yeah.
I want to see that.
If I pay about $40 for 1 month, yeah,
I'd be Frozone.
Subscribe
Where's
now
my
for
super suit?
$9.99 and
Where's my super suit?
Miguel will not be playing a black man in this show.
Oh, come on. Bastards.
I would love to see a black man named Miguel, though. That would be an interesting show.
Have you not watched, what the hell was that? Dude, that's happened before, actually, because he's been...
No way, really?
Yeah, he was mixed. He was Puerto Rican and he was a mixed.
Oh man, that don't count.
But it's Miguel. Shut the hell up. Like an Irishman named Shawn, really? No.
Wait, who won that war? Never mind.
All right, Rick.
That's all of our trailers.
About damn time. You people talk too damn much. All I got to say was one sentence that entire time. Hello and welcome to Critical Thinking. That's all I got.
I miss my friend. That's what he said.
Nice. All right, Rick, I know we got some gaming stuff, right?
We have a lot of gaming stuff, but I know we're really dragging on time here.
Well, do you want to?
That's okay.
You want to drop it and he can...
It'll be a ridiculous amount of editing either way. So.
Well, anyway, I have one bit of news and we're probably going to fucking talk our ass off on this one.
Okay.
And it's kind of going to the Justice League movie and the Batman v Superman movie and how we would blame the director. How it was like, oh my God, why did he do this way? Why did he do that way? I was reading up on another article and I found out it's not the director's fault.
Of what?
It's WB's.
Really? They made some calls. They pushed him.
They made some calls. Like when he made Batman v Superman, that was just supposed to be Superman, Man of Steel 2. But they said, no, throw Batman in it. So he had to make some changes.
Really?
Because they want to catch up with Marvel, with all the teams and everything like that. That's what WB wanted to do.
So it's the WB, not the CW, right?
But
the
who are we talking WB? Like, are we talking the CEO?
The executives.
Oh, like the board.
Yeah. Oh. And so that's why when he had left and they brought Joss Whedon, that's why they made some more changes.
Snyder had his own vision.
He had his own vision going, which
else.
Everybody here, I know, I loved Man of Steel, the first one. Did you love Man of Steel?
Yeah, I like Man of Steel, the first one.
You like Man of Steel?
It was a good one. It really was.
So his take on it was going to be great going into the second one, but then they said, throw in this, throw in that, because they're trying to catch up so much. Hence why we had Wonder Woman. We had that. Instead of just saying, okay, let him do Man of Steel 2, later he'll come and do Wonder Woman. Another one, do a new Batman with Ben Affleck. And then...
Affleck.
Which, the irony is that's fucked up because Marvel started with the individual heroes and they built up to the Avengers. So why the fuck are they trying to play catch up before they've even built their initial foundation?
Exactly.
People make stupid decisions, man. That pressure.
Yeah. And this is what got me on the thing is that they threw Snyder under the bus, which made all of us fans think it was Snyder's fault.
Wow. So how did this come out? What was the sting operation?
It was just an article. I don't know. It might be speculation on it and everything, but it sounds legit. Sounds legit.
How much is Snyder paying you for this?
I wish.
Possible.
Nice. Let me tell you something right now. First of all, everyone knows why Superman v Batman had Batman. Because it's fucking Batman. Batman is DC's moneymaker.
But see,
always has been.
That's the point, though.
And Superman is fucking lame as hell, so they wanted Batman in there because they figured Batman would...
Even though Batfleck is a horrible character.
Say that shit
What's wrong
again.
with you?
Oh, we're about to have a throwdown here.
Say that shit again.
Worst Batman ever. I'm just putting that out
How
there.
about you come
Worse
a little-
than George Clooney, though?
I would rather watch Jordan Clooney put on those tights again.
Oh.
How about you come a little closer?
I'd rather see him surf into town like
I
he did
think
in
he's
that
just
first
doing
movie.
this just to bring a
I
rise.
think so, yeah. This motherfucker loves Batfleck.
He would.
No, I don't have a problem with Batfleck. I thought he did a good job, actually. But Christian Bale and Michael Keaton are my two favorite of all time. I don't like George Clooney. I thought George Clooney, and Val Kilmer were just fucking disgrace. But anyway, again, that's why I think they rushed it. And that's why I think they threw Batman, because Batman has always been the moneymaker.
Yeah.
There's more Batman shit on TV than there was Superman. It's like Spider-Man. It's like, come on, or Deadpool now.
He's the cultural icon.
And that's why, like you said, trying to catch up, trying to make that money, realizing, shit, Marvel's already this far ahead of us. We just need to jump from here to here. Never realizing, thinking, okay, we go here, here, and here. Well, they're probably thinking we're not going to make the money because he's already out and we're so far behind, and think we're following. We don't want to follow the Marvel, what's the thing? The Marvel, what's the word I'm looking for?
Bandwagon?
No. The Marvel,
Train?
Outline.
thank you. Another word for outline. I was looking for something else. We don't want to follow that. We want to do it our own fucking way. We don't want to be seen as following their footsteps. We're too good for that. We're fucking DC. And they make fucking mistakes along the way.
They made big mistakes. And what got me on the whole article is that they did throw Snyder under the bus.
Wow.
And that's-
You know, you're right.
That's
Because
straight up bullshit.
It makes sense because the kind of like bad publicity he got personally out of this whole thing is like disproportionate. Like, this is a team effort. Like, you know, the entire DC studio is supposed to be behind these movies. So why does he alone get the entire burden of, you fucked up Batman versus Superman? You know, it's like, you know, there's something a little off about that. So that article, to me, you know, it does kind of atone things a little bit. It makes me feel like maybe, yeah, you know what? If it was all on him, it would be totally different. But obviously it can't be all on him because they all had to be okaying the decisions he made in this film. And it does sound more like Zack Snyder to me to have been wanting to do a Superman 2 rather than doing this, you know, Batman versus Superman deal. So to me, I feel like he is, you know, raised back up in my eyes as he didn't fuck this shit up. And I feel like they did throw him under the bus. I believe that.
What he needs to do is go get with Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo and follow their story. Because they're Batman as far as I'm concerned. And that's the shit they need to go with and make a movie off of that. That would be amazing. But I don't, you know,
They need to go back to
it's too fucking late.
They need to go back to the 70s is what they need to do. Like, that's the heyday. That's when things were really good. You know, freaking take back up with that, with the movies and stuff. And, you know, take a note, but instead of doing what Marvel does with doing the Ultimate Universe, which is like one jump up from the original and the classics, instead go back to not the classics, you know, I'm not talking like the 50s or anything, but the 70s, one generation back from that. And they'll have an entirely different flavor than what Marvel's doing. You know, that's what they need to do. And instead of fucking get involved in telling them, oh, you need to do this shit because Batman's the popular guy, instead just let the fucking writers and the director and the people do what they're doing. You know, don't get involved and tell them you got to do this because this is the icon. That's obviously what fucked it up.
It's a shame.
What Snyder brought in, what everybody liked about Superman, and which I think he probably would have brought in a little bit better on a lot if they would have let him do his thing. He brought realism.
Yeah, and I think the fact where he killed Zod was very, very controversial because, you know, Superman doesn't kill.
Yeah, he doesn't kill.
But he had no choice.
Yeah.
And in one universe, he had no choice, depending on which universe you go by, which Earth we're talking about. Here's the thing, he could actually go back in and just say he's not on the main Earth, he's on a different Earth. We're talking Earth 27 or Earth 9. And so he can start the whole series all over again and take us to the real Earth, where Superman doesn't kill Zod. And Lex Luthor isn't the one who brings Zod or Doomsday. You know, that was fucking stupid, by the way. Let me put that shit out. That was fucking ridiculous. How the fuck you gonna bring Lex Luthor and Doomsday in the same goddamn movie?
That was terrible.
You're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
You have, iconically, the greatest superhero ever battle Superman brainwise Lex Luthor, and that should have been a movie by itself. Doomsday versus Superman itself would have been a tremendous movie if you had done it the way the comic book did it.
You know
There's
what?
no fucking reason to combine those pieces of shit.
When you put it that way, this seems like a movie that Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty would have put together when he was drunk, throwing everything in, and then we'll have Batman, and then we'll have Doomsday, and they'll be duking it out together, Morty. It'll be awesome, I'm telling you, Morty, and they'll get the
were
sauce.
talking about it being a
And then-
massive leap, and it didn't seem like it until you brought it up like that. They pretty much skipped a couple movies by doing that.
Yeah.
And then
Which
per
is
person
exactly
shows
what
up.
exactly what Disney didn't do with Avengers, because they took their time. They built up each of these characters.
Now, here's a question for you. Now we'll go back to DC. But I just want a quick question: do you feel that Marvel's rushing it now because with everybody wanting to get out of their contracts and certain people not coming back?
They probably don't have a choice.
So now we're going to rush it real quick. We're going to quickly jump to the
Because
Infinity.
we know Captain America, especially, he doesn't want to do too many more with them. So, you know,
so he dies.
That or we have a Shattered Dimensions kind of thing. You know, that or we have a alternate universe, new Avengers kind of deal.
I'm thinking, I was thinking, they might do Captain America Secret Avengers.
Or his daughter or whatever. You know, remember? They might be doing some shit like that.
Or here's the other thing, and this I don't know if you caught this tidbit in news, is they're still talking and they're still trying to work this shit out, but I don't think it's going to happen. It doesn't look good right now, but I say this, but then no one thought we'd have fucking Spider-Man. There's talks so they can do AVX. Avengers versus the X-Men.
Yeah.
But that's still
Me and Disney buying
yeah, but that is some
Fox.
That is some shit going on between them right now, and it's a long ways from being settled. So I don't know. And again, you're right. Captain America doesn't want to do it anymore. He ain't gonna. I mean, Chris Evans ain't gonna do it no more. We'll wind up with a different cat. We'll have Matthew McConaughey as Captain America.
Well, I see. As good a job as they did with the casting and making these actors into the character, I don't see them trying to redo. What I see them doing is alternate versions.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe where,
so now we're on a different Earth,
like where Falcon becomes Captain America or whatever. You know, we see,
or Bucky.
yeah, you know, various versions, various interpretations. That's what I see happening. You know, so we're gonna deal with an entire shift on the perspective of the storyline.
It's like, all right.
But back to DC. Is that what you're going?
Yeah, coming back to DC. All right.
So what's the next
Good
movie?
point.
What's the next movie on tap?
Well, I'm still kind of sticking with.
Okay, my bad. Okay, I thought you were going to go with that.
Justice League right now. Now get this. Another character was going to be involved in Justice League. We saw the trailer where they cut it, where you see Batman looking, and you see like Superman's cape in a hologram kind of thing as he's looking at this. Right there.
Power
And
Girl?
It was supposed to be Power Girl. That was his other ace in the hole. Instead of
Power Girl.
bringing Superman
Power
back
boobs.
to life.
Right.
They were going to bring him back to life like we thought he would be, just to,
Come back from the Earth like he's supposed
like
to.
he's supposed to. And he
in
was
the
going to
black
bring
cape. That would have been awesome. He'd have came out in the black suit.
He was supposed to. That's how it was supposed to go. And
They changed it.
Power Girl was supposed to come in and help out against Steppenwolf, and then Superman, you'll see him come back at the end of the movie. I think that's how it was supposed to go.
Evil Superman was supposed to be the next bad guy.
Well, you know, he comes out and you have the four different things as Superman. You have Superboy, you have Steel, who eventually turns bad, and it's all fucked up. But anyway, I would have liked that more. I would have liked who would have played Power Girl. Did they mention anybody?
They didn't mention who
that's
it was.
probably-
They just-
Who has the proportions to play Power Girl, honestly?
Pamela Anderson.
I mean,
But they'd be kind of
Angela
rough, too.
Jolie admitted when she played Laura Croft that she's only a C cup and Laura Croft is like a D, so they had
heard
to
it
use
here,
like
folks.
some extra
They
bra size
animated
there.
those boobs on there, I'm telling you.
But you know, the new Laura Croft is going to be badass.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not into her.
Well, you don't have to be into it to love the movie.
so
The movie looks
into
cool. Nice.
But yeah, when I sat there and I saw that, because there was a lot of cuts. There was a lot of stuff we saw on some of the trailers that they were going on that they had cut that we didn't see in the movie.
But you know, honestly, I liked this movie. I did not like the
didn't
Batman
say-
versus Superman movie, but I did like the Justice League.
I didn't say
movie.
Justice League was a bad movie. I'm just saying they took out some stuff and might have changed it a bit much. It probably would have been even better.
But it could have been the second director that changed it, and I feel like she made a much better Wonder Woman movie than what we saw with Batman versus Superman. But again, how much was DC and how much was Snyder? You know, that's
Josh Whedon didn't
I didn't
make,
like that. I didn't like that quote because it seemed overly pretentious for Batman. Like, Batman's not pretentious. He's not doing things just to seem dramatic.
Honestly, if you watched it, the whole reason Superman was fighting Batman was like, you've gone out of control, you're going evil. And he's like, you're too powerful. You need to be stopped. And he's like, you're going crazy. You're hurting people and you're going nuts. That's not the Batman way. And he's like, you're an alien. And in a weird dream vision thing I had from the future, you turn evil and whatever.
In other words, they were both fighting their gay compulsions towards each other.
Whoa. Batman and Superman, super hard dick going on here. Okay.
Nice. Well, nice. The thing is, if you also think about it, is the fact that they were taking Batman from a much older time frame, and Superman, the Superman they were portraying, wasn't from that time frame.
Which really just fucks it up all the more.
Yeah, the Batman Superman that had this battle were not the same Batman Superman were in Justice that you saw in Batman Superman. The Batman that Bruce Wayne was playing there was much, much older. He was toward the end of his thing where he became more violent and became more, absolute. And had that been taking place the right way, the Green fucking Arrow would have been there.
Yeah.
With one arm.
Right.
But anyway, in conclusion, I'm going to say that this Justice League was better than I expected. So I honestly feel like it probably got saved.
Aquaman stole the show.
He did. Yeah,
Aquaman stole the
Jason
show.
Momoa was amazing.
Wonder Woman was still good in the little parts she had.
I was surprised by the Flash. He was better than I thought he would be.
The Flash was funny, and that was kind of cool. And the Flash does have a crush on Batman.
Yeah,
he's like Batman is like his like he puts him on a pedestal.
And even though it was predictable, Superman coming back still was really cool. Just having that feel like, yes, this guy is fucked over because Superman's back. Like, yeah, we got you, bitch. Like that little tear down his eye.
I haven't seen this movie and you just spoiled it for
me.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, but the other thing is, and then we'll spoil it some more.
I'm leaving the room.
Nice. Is
Still watch those.
Sorry, you missed Superman too, Patrick.
Yeah, but the Super. Shit. The movie would have been so much better though had you had Green Lantern in there making the jokes at the expense of the Flash to Batman versus who was making the comments about Flash having issues? Cyborg. It just didn't work for me.
What relationship does Cyborg have with Flash, honestly?
None whatsoever. I mean, yeah, they have it because when he first turns to Cyborg, Flash is there to help him,
right,
to save him from the people that come from Darkseid's world, the winged things. Right. I don't know what you call them.
Parademons.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, didn't really know him that well. But the Flash and Green Lantern have more of a connection. They know each other a little bit more than anything else. And in fact, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, yes he is, but Ryan Reynolds could have been a so much better Green Lantern than the shit they made him portray. And I feel his smart ass would have worked perfectly, like in the cartoon, hey Barry, you got something on your nose. When he's kissing ass to Batman. Right. That would have been perfect.
I would have liked to sing the Jon Stewart Green Lantern.
Yeah, but he
Marine Corps, hardcore.
Yeah, but he doesn't joke with the Flash.
He's right.
Guy Gardner doesn't joke with the Flash.
But did we need comedy in the DC? Because I honestly, I'm going back to my hardcore.
It is like them trying to be Marvel.
See, yeah, that's the thing. I'm going back to my hardcore assertion that I think DC could be better if they went with the grittier
Well,
side
it's not
of it.
supposed to be like comedy all the time. It's just like he makes a statement.
It's supposed to be comical relief.
Yeah, and a quip. That's all it is, a real quick. And then you catch it if you're a real fan, and it's fucking hilarious. It's like when Flash is running and he sees Superman's eyes moving. That
was kind of funny. I did like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, you haven't seen that. My bad. But you need to go see the movie. Trust me, you will actually.
You're behind by months, Patrick.
That is
okay,
on the
let
list.
it go.
Okay.
You will enjoy it. I guarantee you. It was an enjoyable movie. I always thought they overpowered Steppenwolf, by the way. Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker, but I don't like the way they did Boom Bob's technology too. That's some bullshit. We already had this discussion. Yeah. But, again, they're going to fucking rush and they're going to fuck this shit up, and I'm going to be pissed because Darkseid is coming and they're going to fuck it up, and I'm going to be mad.
I mean, I don't know, because I feel like they learned from Wonder Woman and they learned from how much of a bad reaction they got with Batman versus Superman. So I feel like we got a 50-50. We got a chance for them to have a good follow-up just because maybe they learned this time. But from what Rick was saying by the article, it sounds like it's DC Studio that's fucking shit up.
Yeah, leave shit alone. Like you said, let the directors do it, and we'll have a better film, because they're probably more in touch, probably talking to the comic directors, a hell lot more than what they are.
Yeah.
But you know how people are. It's like somebody was mentioning here earlier how their boss thinks they know more than they do, and they fucking don't. I mean, I'm just saying, stop being one of those micromanaging fucks and let the people that know what the fuck they're doing do what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Now here's another thing. Here's a question for you and your DC loving ass. So what the fuck? We're gonna add Shazam to this motherfucker and Black and
They're already coming. Those movies are already coming too.
Okay, and it's The Rock and who? John
Rock's-
Cena. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be nice.
Black Adam.
Huh? Yeah, Black Adam. That's gonna be crazy. I mean, God, the problem is you have so many good stories. You have no idea where the fuck you want to go with them. You're trying to pull them all out and you're trying to make sure they all connect and you're fucking stories up. You're intertwining stories that have no connection. They shouldn't even be involved or even be talked about the same thing. You have different versions of the superheroes at the wrong goddamn times. Yeah.
But this comes down to like philosophy. Should you be trying to follow the comics or should you be trying to give a nod to them and saying that they're so good, why would you try to recreate it?
That's fine. That's okay. The comics didn't follow the freaking comic books either.
Because like you even said that
Whoa,
that
say that again.
Christopher
The comic books didn't follow the comic books either.
Yeah, the DC cartoons did not follow the comic book all the way.
They were very original.
they were
Batman the animated
fucking
series created Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but they were fucking amazing.
Yes.
So why not make that cartoon into a live action?
Yeah.
Justice
You got
League
a point
War
there.
is amazing.
Yeah. you're
Justice
right.
League War, Justice League, what's the one, Public Enemies, where Batman and Superman, where they're, Lex Luthor becomes the president and Superman is praying for killing Metallo when he didn't do it.
So what you're saying is they took enough inspiration and yet extended and made it a different thing. And if they would just basically do the same thing in a live action, it could be amazing.
They have gold in the cartoon industry. They literally have gold in all those cartoons they made, from Batman all the way through now with the superheroes.
He's absolutely
If
right.
they would just follow that shit, they'd be like gold.
So you need to take a risk and let the writers and let the directors that did the animated shit do a live action thing.
I think so. I really do. Now,
I agree with it.
You don't want to give him like Solomon that kind of power, because then you wind up with some fucked up shit. But I can't King Rip on his ass, because he's made some good fucking movies too. I mean, come on, when you make a $5 million movie and you make 57 times what you.
But that's fucking luck. Come on.
Okay, you can say that shit, but come on, think about some of the movies he made before.
But let's think about what videos on YouTube have gotten virality at points, So
Okay. Whether it's popular and whether it's good are not the same thing.
Very true.
True.
Very true.
All right.
touche, sir.
All right.
Shut the fuck up.
We don't need that sophistication
That's
here.
right.
I don't know how true this news is when I read the article, but Matt Reeves, he's the one that's directing the Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman. With Ben Affleck and Deathstroke, everything's all in that one. Oh. Well, according to this article, Matt Reeves is looking for another Batman.
Oh,
Good.
really?
Hallelujah.
Because Ben Affleck looks like he wants to drop it.
Fuck you, Keanu Reeves.
So he
is
didn't
gonna
like
be
the
Batman.
outcome of Justice League. It's
just wasn't
basically
for
what
him.
we could interpret it from
Yeah.
that.
But like I said, I don't know how true it is. When I read it, I took it as speculation on it because the source of it was coming from Screen Rant, and some of their stuff is iffy
Yeah.
when I read their stuff.
Until I actually see Ben Affleck come out and say he's not going
Yeah.
to do it, then I'll believe it.
We
But
might be seeing the end of Batfleck.
I think he's going to do one more. I really think he's going to do maybe a solo Batman movie and maybe another Justice League, and that's it. And he's done.
I see those two.
And then he's off to go do his. Because I'll be honest with you. I mean, previous Ben Affleck, his shitty movies he did before in the back, he would probably stay doing Justice League because he figures he can't get another paycheck. Mm-hmm. But since he's hit that stride, he's made Fargo, he's made The Town, he's made a few other movies since then.
The Accountant.
He's done very well for himself. So he no longer has to be like, I need this money. No, I can do my own
He's
shit
making an
now.
accountant too.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Okay. Hey, it's kind of like John Wick
No.
2. I bet it'll be good.
John Wick 3, boy, that's coming. You know that's coming. You heard about that, right?
Oh,
John
yeah.
Wick 3.
John
Yeah.
Wick 3's coming.
Oh man, I can't wait for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know about Titans, right?
Remember the Titans?
No, Titans.
Titan AE?
No. This is the Teen Titans.
Okay.
Oh, I heard about the
I thought you
Robin.
were talking about the
They're
football
making-
Titans.
They're getting a movie.
That is the Robin. That is his costume.
That looks like Red Robin to me.
Hang on, though. Wasn't there a team called Remember the Titans? Wasn't that a football
that's- yeah,
movie?
the
But this is the Teen Titans TV show that they're
Okay.
coming out with. It's actually going to be streamed on the I think it's CW or the
CWC?
Seed.
Okay.
A lot of
that.
them are doing that.
Check it out.
But
That's
that
a
is-
cool.
That's the Robin outfit,
That's pretty badass.
Huh.
and that is Dick Grayson.
Okay, so Dick Grayson, Robin.
Dude, hold on. Let me see that again. Flash me that. Okay, motherfuckers. Y'all taking Damien's costume and putting it on Nightwing.
Well, maybe it's an interpretation.
Dude, that's fucking Damien the whole way. Dude, Robin's fucking pussy ass. Okay, excuse me. Dick Grayson's pussy ass Robin uniform had the fucking green underwear and the gay ass. No, that's fucking Damien the whole way.
Aren't you glad they got rid of it though?
Yes, fucking A, I am.
It's Dick Grayson, but I think he's gonna transfer into Nightwing during the show.
Oh, okay. So is
And
Damien?
so they might bring in either Damien
No,
or
they can't bring in
But
Damien.
this is live action?
They have to bring in Jason.
or Jason Todd.
Dude, does he get killed?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Oh, I'd love to see the Joker fuck him up.
And
I like the one where it was all 4 Robins against Batman. That was great.
Oh shoot!
That looks cool, though. I'm glad they
he
went with that
kicked
instead of
all
that
their
gay
asses,
ass
by
shit.
the way.
I
That was
bet he
fucking
did.
awesome.
He taught them everything.
I used to feel bad for watching Burt Ward dress up in that gay ass shit in the fucking 70s Batman. I was like, dude, you are a fucking man to dress up in that piece of shit. I don't give a damn what people say. You are the fucking man because it takes a grown ass man.
But you know, he
with
probably
big-
had more money than all of us.
and he
Too,
probably
so.
got more squatch than the rest of us.
There you go.
I'll dress up like gay ass
The
Robin.
bitches love the gay Robin.
all right. I know Miguel saw it. I watched it. Did y'all watch the crossover event with the Arrow, Flash, Supergirl?
Legends of Tomorrow.
Not yet.
Tomorrow? You don't even watch
the latest one?
This year's crossover event.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Really good.
It's a really good crossover. All right, they're fighting the bad versions of themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I've just been catching up on the Flash.
And the Arrow guy's a total dick.
Well, he always is.
The good one or the bad one?
The both?
I was like, all right, we get this. All right, you know.
Oh, hang on. Before you say, Bad Supergirl, hot. Yeah. Supergirl is hot, but Bad Supergirl is even hotter.
Now I gotta see it.
I don't know how the fuck she accomplished that, but she was hotter as Bad Supergirl.
Now, do you remember when they sent him to Earth X
Yeah.
in the show? Which I'm sorry I'm spoiling it for you. They went to Earth X.
See, they're using the 52 world, but there's a 53rd. That's Earth X.
Oh,
So you know.
And that's where everybody's bad.
Yeah.
They're on Earth X. And you remember the guy that glowed,
Oh, yeah, Ray.
Ray?
Ray the gay.
CWC has the
Yeah,
Ray.
I saw that shit. They're going to do Ray.
Yeah.
Okay, can I at least say this? When I say Ray the gay, it's because he was making out with Captain Cole, just so you know.
Citizen,
really?
Yes. And multiple fucking times.
Oh,
Citizen
shit.
Cold. Get it right.
Citizen Cole, yeah.
Captain Cold was a good guy.
He was the Earth X version. Okay, it was the Ray version of Earth 52. No, what's
Earth?
Earth 1. What the
Yeah.
hell? Earth 1, right? No.
Of us, yeah.
Yeah, of our Earth, Ray, which is gay, with Captain Cold of Earth X, which is gay. So they made out like 3 or 4 times in the show.
Why?
Yeah, I was like, do not do this to me.
Why?
But anyway, so you know both actors are legitimately
gay.
homosexuals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're both gay.
That doesn't help.
No, I'm just saying that was, that's why they had no problem with it.
I don't have a problem with a gay actor. It's
They
just
brought
you
love to
have
the
to
sh-
force gay, the
They do it.
agenda.
They brought love to the show, bro. It's love.
But
Hey, love always
but the
wins,
evil guys are the love and the gay?
They're not evil. They're not evil.
That's corny
They're
ass
good
shit.
guys.
No, they're good guys.
They're good guys.
So because
The
he's not
good guys who are the version of the bad guys are gay.
when on Earth X, Ray was actually from here, but
Yeah.
he got sent over there somehow.
So the bad guys have to become gay and then they become good. Like,
No,
okay.
that's not the case.
Now I'm all confused with
See,
you.
this is all fucked up here.
First of all, Earth X,
Captain Morgan X.
the X is run by Nazis. That was if the Nazis won the war. They used the atomic bomb. So everything is Germany. Everything is Nazi Germany.
So it's Castle Wolfenstein.
So yeah,
Okay.
so Supergirl, Arrow. Oh, by the way, Arrow is the main bad guy for Earth X. So you know,
Arrow?
yeah,
Really?
That's different instead of Batman.
the doppelganger, the ganger. He is the Führer. Just so you know, I mean, that's not spoiling anything for you, but yeah, they're the bad dudes. So it's like tripped out. I mean,
Wow.
there's another guy in there who, can we tell them it's not going to spoil it for them? Because you'll see it in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Reverse fucking Flash is back. Our reverse flirt from the first one, from the Earth.
Okay.
The one that Barry thought he killed, that motherfucker's back.
I figured, you can't ever kill this motherfucker.
How many
Come
times I
on.
got to tell you, the time is like
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Who are you, Vigo from the Ghostbusters? Time is but a door. And
Just
death is but
fucking
a
go
window.
away already. What the fuck?
So yeah, it's amazing. It's done well. I said I didn't have a problem with the actors or what they are, who they are, and whatever their religion or whatever they believe. It's just I didn't even see them making out all the time. Come on, goddamn! I know you love him. Whatever, go.
It's not mainstream.
Let's go fight. Come on.
It's still not mainstream. Let's just see these motherfuckers killing each other. We don't need to say anything else.
But Ray didn't come back with him. Captain Cole winds up going on Legends tomorrow, and he starts hanging out with Rory again, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, if you watch.
Oh my god,
the way they are now. But on the CWC, they're bringing Ray, which is Shawn, and it's all when he went to Earth X. So the whole thing is all on Earth X.
And I will throw this out there, and I'm sorry, Rick. Ray, the comic book was written by my good buddy, Steve Orlando. He is a tremendous artist. I knew him when I was on Comical. He started off writing, Undertow, which is basically his version of Aquaman, which is bad fucking ass. He actually wrote in a certain scene just for us. Because we mentioned something about people losing an arm. And so he did we called it hashtag the arm. So he wrote a scene where a guy loses his arm and did hashtag the arm.
Oh, wow.
For us. So that was so fucking cool. So, and he did a few other things. And now that motherfucker's the shit at DC. He's writing everything. Oh, wow. Midnighter, Supergirl, Ray. He's on every fucking thing. And then the other guy we interviewed, Joshua Williamson, he's writing The Flash and doing all kinds of the shit. And my other boy, Greg Capullo, is back on Batman. So the people I've gotten to meet over the years and actually interview and have conversation with them, have shit drawn and laugh with these guys, the two guys who were like, started at the bottom and now they're here, yeah, they really are. Steve Orlando is the shit at DC. If you get a chance, follow him on Facebook, friend him or whatever it is, or follow whatever he does. He's fucking amazing, and he is actually very brilliant and probably one of the greatest writers I've ever had an opportunity to read. I have his book about Virgil, which is a gay police officer who's in love with his partner, they're being ostracized and being tortured, and they try to escape. I forgot what country they're in, and I can't remember, but I have it. It's actually very, very good. I was like, damn, this is good. The writing was amazing. He writes some really good shit. He doesn't try to get political and try to force anything down your throat, but it's really good. And so I respect the man a lot, and he's funny as shit. And he's come down to Houston for some, comic book shows. And hopefully when he comes down here closer to us, I can get him on the show. And before I could get him on the show, we just send him an email, be okay. Now I got to go through DC. He's that big of a shit. He's that big. I have to actually go through their publicist and do that and make sure it's okay for him to come on our show. Get permission. Because he making that money now.
Sounds like he's doing good for himself.
Oh, yeah.
He's already gotten all the way up there.
Oh, it's so cool. He's an amazing guy. He's funny as hell. Ladder. So, yeah, I just give him props out to guys. And hopefully DC rights the ship and they get it going, because it is you have a lot of DC fans out there, just like you have a lot of Marvel fans, and you really don't want to see them fail. But come on, man, get your head out your ass and do it right.
Yep.
That's all I got to say.
Like I said, I knew it was going to go so long with the news here.
Shut up.
No, I mean, it was a good topic that I brought up, and it was very good information that I had brought, and I knew we were going to have a big discussion on it.
So we'll save gaming news for next week?
We have to save gaming trailers and stuff for next week, because there was so much of them. And so I apologize for that. So go ahead and bring our Twitter numbers of what you...
Okay, well, guys, I know the jump was almost close to 300, that much. I know I think it was like 280 something, 290. I don't have the numbers we were at before, but we are at 11,713 right as of yesterday. And I think the day I looked at, I think we're like 11,000, almost 800 now. So we're moving up, continuing to grow. It's ridiculous. Also, on the quick shout out, Time Out Entertainment, our partners, which we'll be we'll doing a new podcast with Time Out at the beginning of the new year. In case you don't know, I have a friend of mine, his name is Matt Davidson. He runs Time Out Entertainment. He's the CEO. I'm considered the president. It's a company we're doing together, basically just reporting on sports and Hollywood and everything else. We're going to be doing a podcast starting in January with these guys, whoever else wants to be on with us.
What's it called?
It's, he nicknamed it earlier, Timeout something, I don't know what it is, but it's basically, we're going to be putting it on YouTube. We'll be Skyping with us. It'll go on YouTube and whatnot, and we'll be covering sports and whatnot. I know Rick's going to be on it with a lot. Shawn's going to come on with us and help us edit and everything else, and so we can upload it and all that shit. But dude has a lot of following. Today, he got a huge announcement today. He's going to be the media guy for the 7-on-7 guys for a major group out of Dallas that pretty much does a lot of promoting for football players who want to play 7-on-7, help them get scholarships. He has a lot of deep connections in Dallas, so he can get us a lot of big interviews. And he's got connections to, this is the cool thing, since you're up in Dallas, he has connections with the Arena Football League up there. The guy who actually owns them, Mr. Terry Cox. Yeah, Terry Cox. He owns them. He knows him. So we as Time Out Entertainment, if we go up to Dallas and we introduce ourselves and who we are with Time Out Entertainment, we automatically have tickets to go up to his box office up top and watch the football game from his press suite. And we get to go down to the field later and interview the players.
Wow.
And he's also very connected with the Cowboys. So my friend's trying to work that so he can get into more interviews to be with the Cowboys and do stuff with the Dallas Cowboys.
That would be incredible. Get interviews from the Cowboys.
Maybe we should connect my brother Patrick with Matt Davidson.
I'm probably going to do that. I'll probably get your numbers and reach out to him later. Also, like I said, he knows a lot of the Cowboys, and he's had dinner with a couple of big former stars, and and everything else. It's really cool. So a lot of connections that way. He does stuff for Friday Night Glory. You can follow him on Twitter, and he does a lot of interviews with a lot of players. And you'll see me tweeting on Friday for Friday Night Glory and Timeout in regards to the bowling football team, which is playing in state semifinals this weekend as well. This is something we do. We try to help athletes and everything else as we go, and we're interviewing, and we'll be talking sports. We'll be making fun of the Kardashians and doing God knows what else. It's going to be whatever first
I'm
comes
in for
served.
that section.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be great. I think it's
Can
going
we
to
have
be
an entire section about that? I'll be in on that.
it's going to be a blast. That could be. We could be a segment, Kardashian crap, the KK of the timeout, or some shit like that. Some stupid shit like that. But it's an affiliate, another associate of ours that we're joining in together to help us grow and help them grow. I don't know how familiar with a lot of stuff that we have. We have, as you know, Uncanny Comics is our good time for the plugs, right? Yeah. Uncanny Comics is our main sponsor. Black Forest Comics in Seguin kind of helps us out a little bit. They've been having some issues. We got to fix our Patreon so we get that taken care of. We're also sponsored by Virus Vodka. They're our partners. They give us vodka and t-shirts and stuff back there. Make sure you take yourself a shirt, by the way, when you go, since we have plenty to give away.
About your size.
Yeah, they're your size. Tiny. And then, one of our big sponsors that he mentioned earlier, an Aussie Kyle from Tokyo Munchies in Japan. We have Tokyo Munchie stuff back there. We should have did a damn tasting with him.
You're right. We would have
You'll
had
be here.
nearly enough
You're here
time.
next week, right? You'll be here next Monday or no?
Maybe not.
Okay,
We'll see.
we'll figure it out. But anyway, we may just give you a bag of chips and have you try and let us know, and you can tell Tokyo Kyle if you think it was worth the shit or not. Your sister actually ordered sake from him once already and got the little jar. Rick has Stormtrooper Steve up there that he sent us to. He's a really cool sponsor. He does a lot of shit for us. We appreciate it. At the same time, we're on radio all over the place. Beyond the Dawn plays us on Thursday nights, and they syndicate us on Saturday, so we get played twice a week. No Fucks Given plays us on Thursday night. Yeah, No Fucks Given. The great people.
Perfect.
They play us.
Guys.
Yeah.
Tailor-made.
You'll like this one's for you. Sling Flings Tube, also known as SFD, sponsored by what's the Spunk Lube. Sponsored by Spunk Lube. Squeaka Lube. SFD Radio also plays us on Thursday nights. They love us, so that's great to have them. We're now on StreamPod, which is our
UK sponsor.
That's right. We're loved by the English. The English love us, including this Irish bastard.
We love the UK.
That's right. And then who else? Have we forgotten anybody? I know I always miss people. Oh, brought to you by BDSM Supply. BDSM Supply, where you can get your ball gags, your ass gag, and whatever the hell you need. BDM Supply, joining us soon. Yes, we don't discriminate against anybody on this.
It's funny. It's funny how sometimes you throw in the S and sometimes you
I leave
take
it
it
like
away.
this. Next week, peanut enlargement, brought to you by Penis Enlargement. Hey, we don't give a shit. You help sponsor us, you help us out, we're going to throw a pitch for you. We don't give a shit. Who else, Rick? Am I missing anybody? Oh, give them your shout out to where they can get that book.
Actually, we went through the whole year on that one, so.
Fuck y'all then. Nobody wanted a book. There's who else have we got? I know we're missing Virus Vodka. I threw them out there. We got the radios out there.
Which is exceptional. I've actually tried it. and it's
Virus
amazing.
Vodka rocks.
More on that review later.
Nah, this bastard would quit bringing the Morgan. Morgan doesn't sponsor us, dude. Bring in the vodka. Bring in the Vitus vodka.
If I could get it in higher quantity for a discount.
Oh yeah.
Hint, Virus vodka.
Yeah, I want more of that stuff. It's good. Come on.
20%
What else
discount.
do we have?
Say again?
So who else do we have? Was that
I'm trying to
everything?
think. I don't know. I got a feeling we're missing somebody, and I'm trying not to miss.
Oh, our diamond.
Oh yes, Diamond
Diamond
jerseys.
jerseys.
Good call. Diamond jerseys, an authentic place that make basketball, football jerseys or whatnot. You go on there. There used to be a code that you could use for the 10 people. First 10 people on our thing. I don't know if they used it or not. I don't have the code in front of me. I apologize, but I'll get it to you again. Diamond jerseys. You can go to order a jersey. Use our tagline. Use our what is it? Comical, I think, or critical, or some shit. I don't know what it was. Let me see if I still got it on my phone. I have to take a look.
I'll copy it back in the description of the podcast.
And Bob from Pumpkin Teeth.
Oh my God, yes. Another great guy. I don't think you got to hear that show. Bob from Pumpkin Teeth came on. He actually makes pumpkin teeth. Yeah, not just for your pumpkins. It's like fangs. You stick them into the pumpkin and they actually they're good and you can wash them off and use them again next year and shit like that. They're freaking amazing, but Bob caught a lucky break and now his pumpkin teeth are being used for dolls and horror movies and all kinds of shit.
Oh, dang.
You may have seen his teeth being used. Dude hangs out with actors left and right.
Congratulations.
And, yeah,
Bob.
He's a cool guy.
And Bob is all about us. Bob wants to come on the show and be a regular on the show and come on with us more and do whatever else he can with us. And we loved having him. And he dropped all kinds of stuff, gave us Gives discounts too. People wanted to order shit like that and stuff like
We
that.
should invite him again soon,
Yeah,
at least at the beginning of the new year.
Yeah, definitely bring Bob back on. I enjoyed having Bob, and
Hashtag bring Bob back.
yeah, exactly. We got to get Bob back.
That might get confused with Stranger Things too, but okay.
We got to bring Bob back from the land down under, but he's out there.
Zombies and Stranger Things too?
All right.
Oh, and don't forget, I'll mention Cole Baldridge, our hipster Padawan. You know, he helps out the Nerd Thug Radio guys, which are trying to come on our show here, and we're trying to get on their show. They're a local show out of Conroe, Texas, and they're on the radio. They want to come down here and hook up with us eventually so they can do a show with us in a crossover, which will be really cool. They kind of discuss the same shit we do, so it'd be pretty awesome. Dave Darwin is also trying as a radio host out in New NYC that wants to come on our show, and we're getting a lot of, in case Morgan, you've never seen that before, Morgan. Goddamn, escape Patrick. Sorry, I look at you and I'm thinking alcohol, but
He sees the hat and the feather sticking out.
exactly right. And don't forget, we got people like the Pod Couple. Those are Shawn buddies out there, and they're in Canada, right?
Yeah, I've subscribed to them.
Yeah, they're freaking amazing. Have you seen their video for the Squatter?
Oh yeah.
I think that's fucking cool as shit. I'm like, dude, this is cool. I want a part in that movie. So yeah, we got a bunch
If we
of
got
people
up
out
to Canada, they might put us there.
there. You can't act. You too ugly for the TV. I'm just saying.
I could be the monster. What the fuck?
The monster. Dude,
Oh, yeah.
You're too ugly. Even the monsters have standards. Come on.
I take that as a compliment. I'm so far around that I'm on the other side of the scale.
You're not coming around to the good-looking side. I'm sorry. You're beyond fucking ugly. You're way out there where atrocitus or some shit.
Yeah, Miguel would know.
Hey, I'm down for gorgeous. All right. All right.
They didn't invent a new scale for this guy.
What
He
you got,
looks in
Rick?
the mirror and he sees Shawn.
Nothing else. No, just be sure go and give us a shout out on our Facebook page or Twitter or Instagram.
Be sure to follow us at Critical Thinking Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, correct?
Look at this boy. Plug
And
it.
Facebook.
I love this guy. He's like a butt plug. Just plug it away.
I will also be featuring them in a couple shout outs on my Instagram at Noteworthy1. I do poetry and artwork pieces. Be sure to contact me for any collabs, etc.
All right, cut him out. We don't want him. Hey, dude.
You know you like it.
Nice. Especially those ripped pictures. But anyway, dude, I tell you what, man, we bust your brother's balls all the time, but it was great having you on the show, Patrick. Really enjoy you being here on the show. You're funny as shit. You definitely are everything we've heard about you. It's great. Now we got to get your sister on here.
Hopefully all good things, right?
Yeah, that's all good things. Now we got to get your sister on the show because I can only imagine that'll be even crazier. Actually, we should get all of them in here. That would be amazing.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
think we'd fit.
No, not all of those. Just the ones we know. I wonder how crazy the show that would be.
Just the good looking ones, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. And there's not too many of those in here. Rick, you got to leave.
Well, we get kicked out.
No, I just, it's really cool. I wish Kyle could have been with us because, Kyle, he tends to bring the energy and I feed off of him a lot and he's a funny fucking guy. He really is and does all the voices. I do some, but mine are strictly from stuff from back in the past. I don't want to rehash. So I like listening to Kyle do his voices and it cracks me up, Shawn tries, but he sucks. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to be you being Kyle being you. I mean, that's a little hard.
That's a hard script to play.
Dude, you're going to need therapy.
I know, I am.
Seriously.
He already does. That's why he brought the alcohol this time.
I just thought he likes the taste.
Thank you very much. I appreciated being able to be on your show. I've actually listened to it quite a bit. I do subscribe. Subscribe to you guys on the podcast Podbean, and I follow you on Twitter and Instagram, and it's just been a real honor to be on your show today.
Check that out, man.
Well, glad to have you, man.
We're all going to cry.
Yeah,
God damn.
Gotta listen to, dude, he's better sucking up than you
You
are.
got the tears there, man.
Jesus, you want his shot? You want his spot? Fuck this guy. Replace one white guy with another one. Rick, we're good, right?
That's
White guys
fucked up. I'm a part of your diversity program? What the fuck?
Hey, man, you better start bringing your A game, bro. You're on your way out the door. You're 1 foot out.
What is this, fucking little Mexico?
I love you, Shawn. You know that. And this goes out to all Shawn's women. How many women you got?
All of them.
All of them. You got
All
the
of
right
the
hand.
one?
You got the right hand and the left hand. And you got
Well,
the
that's at
stranger out
least
of
10,
town,
right?
You got the stranger out of town and the old fashioned. And then you got Lisa. Which we need to have on the show one time. 'Cause
That would be fun.
she enjoys us ripping on him, and that's just great. So you gotta love somebody with a sense of humor. Obviously, he has one. She's dating him.
Well, that's it. That's our show, gentlemen.
Rick doesn't want us to talk to him. We talk too damn much. Or I do.
I'm trying to help Shawn out here now.
You saved my ass. Thank you, Rick.
Nice. Hey, hey, I don't rip anybody hard.
Well, we're not talking about the ripping.
We're not talking about your gay sex.
Hey,
Once again, that website is BDSM.
My BDSM supply. Remember. And again, guys, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all being here. You're my extra family. You're like my brothers. Patrick, you're welcome here anytime. Feel free to give us a holler anytime you want to. Said you're welcome anytime you're down. If we come up to Dallas for the playoffs, if we make the state championships, I'll be in Dallas on Thursday next week. I'll holler at you.
Oh, yeah.
We get some beers.
Absolutely.
During the game, so I can yell at the refs.
Yes.
What the hell kind of shitty call was that?
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Peace out.
Hey, guys, you can connect with us on iTunes
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
and Twitter
At critic_thinking.
and also on Facebook and Instagram.
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Critical Thinking is on Beyond the Dawn Radio, which is known for playing the best indie radio music around the world.
On Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Central Time.
And if you like the show, please 5-star the episode and tell your friends. So thank you for joining us, thinking shit through one podcast at a time.